black and bold. She got amor, 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 amor. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. She got amor, 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 amor. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. She got amor, 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 amor. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. She got amor, 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 amor. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. She got amor, 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 amor. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. She got amor, 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 amor. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. She got amor, 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 amor. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. She got amor, 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 amor. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. She got amor, 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 amor. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. She got amor, 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 amor. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. She Amo, 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 amo. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. She Amo, 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 amo. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. Amo, 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 amo. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. Amo, 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 amo. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. Amo, 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 amo. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold. Amo, 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 amo. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. Amo, 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 amo. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. She Amo, 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 amo. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. She Amo, 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 amo. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. She Amo, 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 amo. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. She Amo, 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 amo. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. She Amo, 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 amo. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. She Amo, 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 amo. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. She Amo, 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 amo. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and bold. She comes from the land of gold, black and bold. She Amo, 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 amo. I've been around the world. I see Ghana woman, superwoman, champion woman, so confident, intelligent. She got what it takes, black and
Ghana 2026, and we are on the road to the grand finale, and today is the debate edition. Welcome once again. We are live on Kesbin Television, live on Facebook, on YouTube at Miss College Ghana. And today we're gonna have a scintillating time because today promises to be one of a kind, all that you need to know. Now, I know everyone wants to be the lion until they have to enter the jungle and do what the lion does. Then you can see people dragging their feet that they don't want to be the lion again. And people ask, is gray hair according to the knowledge of people? And people keep saying that no, because the age of Methuselah has nothing to do with the wisdom of King Solomon. Tonight on the debate edition, now, gray hair can tell somebody how long he has lived, but it does not always tell how well that they have lived. And tonight, the ladies will be debating on some topical and interesting topics that will bring out the best in them. And joining us, we've gotten our judges who are going to help us with all that you need to assess these wonderful and beautiful ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let me welcome you to Kesman Television, and this is Miss College Ghana. And tonight, something good is about to go down, something sad is also about to happen, because tonight, somebody will be saying bye-bye to us on this. I know somebody is wondering who is going home, but to keep your favorite in the competition, all you have to do is to get to the App Store, get to the Play Store, search for Miss College Ghana app, download the app and install it onto your device, and you can vote and keep your favorite in the competition. And more so, if you cannot go to the App Store or the Play Store, just dial *920 *902 hash, follow up with the code of your favorite contestant. Keep voting massively to keep your favorite in the competition. And tonight, the rule is very simple. 60% of the scores today is going to be of your votes. So your voting counts 60% of the total score, as the judges would actually score 40% of the total score. And we've gotten our wonderful judges in here who will help us do this wonderful exercise. My name is Nano Sekese. Just call me Mr. Bones, a.k.a. Mr. Incredible, S.K.A. Nase. And I'm your host for today's program. And today is the memorable debate edition. And let me ask you, who makes it to the grand finale of Miss College Ghana 2026? Ladies and gentlemen, let's go for a quick break. And when we return, something great is about to go down. Thank you and welcome.
Amo, 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 amo.
In a world where dreams are the driving force, one company stands as the hope of transformation. At Zonda Tech Ghana Limited, we not only provide jobs but also empower and transform lives. Through the learning process, we establish a foundation for growth, assembling a diverse range of heavy and light-duty trucks. Witness the change of potential into expertise as he becomes a leader in our organization. Zonda Tech Ghana Limited, your one-stop shop for quality trucks like Shantui bulldozers, excavators, graders, payloaders, rollers, poor pickups, TX trucks, and oil tanks, all made and assembled right here in Ghana. At Zonda Tech Ghana Limited, we not only create opportunities and empower people, but we also provide top-notch after-sales service for all your heavy and light-duty truck needs.
Daddy, you build this one too?
Visit us today off the Tema Flower Road, opposite TT Brothers, or call 0501 772222 or 0501 773333. Zonda, built in Ghana, building Ghana.
Ese so biara hu se emre to me dani emre zo to me twem eya na akoye se dai so bi keke hu nanso no enya sa na wo se ko enti hwe emfa woni bebi opese otu kwan ko anase bibi mpo a wabo chi mu pese opese wo ko eni da so wo ho ma wo efise yenumi na da wo twen Carefront Travel and Tour e wo ho twen e ba no akwantu ho asem a eno ane se ode be dan Carefront Travel and Tour jai se wa mo wa be mu ne hunu se wakwentu wadae so ebebem pomotia so be free Carefront Travel and Tour e wa home iso 0244 388 044. Ye email no carefronttravelandtour@gmail.com. Ye Facebook Carefront Travel and Tour. Instagram enso Carefront Travels.
Miss College Ghana's Splendor Edition 2026 designers and stylists. Aina Kala Atelier, Quadasol, Selim Hospital Road, 0531 927472 or 055 263 9099. Beautifully crafted, timeless years. Moments, nothing but the best. Sunyani 0547 304559. Black Thread, stitching your vision into reality. Kumasi Tanosul 0541 765014. Nair, positively stylish. Abankro Ejoso 0500-14387. Goldie's Couture, home of excellent fashion. Asante Mampo 0546-850842. Saboni Couture, designed to stand out. IPT Kumasi 059-377-3835. Richie Couture, create a new style into the existing modern world. Kumasi Asim Park 0547-186461. Dale Safri, nothing but the best. Tanasu Amstead 025737580. Acophonet's Creation, the style you love. Bookroom Estate, South Africa 0544-839-759. Janelle, simplicity at its best. Tech Junction 055-31-58868. Billy's Empire, Kumasi Asafo 050-388-3235. N1 Clothing, where fashion brings out your inner best. 0245-257-322. Santasi Christian Service. Lawrence Amu, quality at its best. Kochi Kumasi 0249-977-336. Top Seller Fashion Satisfaction. Tanosul 050-380-1197. Our female MC and judges were styled by Keith Clothing. Elegance in every thread. Ahinama Kokobin 0540-551153. Our male MC was also designed with kind courtesy. Coca Man, luxury in each detail. Ejiso 0247-853436.
Amor, 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 amor.
So welcome back from that commercial break, and it's still live on Miss College Ghana 2026. And today is the debate edition, and we've been joined by wonderful ladies and gentlemen up in here, and we are beaming live from the Ideal Conference Hall inside KNUST Kumasi. And we have all the previous queens in here. We have people who have been part and parcel of this event from the one who are still in here to witness this great night. And tonight promises to be an educative and entertaining debate event where the ladies will showcase their skills when it comes to debating. I remember last year, our super judge was here, and it was one of a kind because the ladies battled the night out with their intellectuality and everything that needs to do with intellect. And tonight, too, they are here to debate as well. And who will wow you tonight and who makes it the grand finale of Miss College Ghana 2026. Now, if you are watching us or if you are in the audience and you have your favorite to be part of the ladies who mount the podium tonight, there is only one thing that you can do to help them. Only one thing that you can do to propel them to the next stage of the competition, and it is for you to vote for them. Now let's acknowledge our proud sponsors once more: Zondatech Ghana, Bodukwan Multi-Fruit, Zet Mineral Water, FIMEP Curtains and Interior Deco. They provided us with the beautiful curtains at the Reality House. You can locate them at Adenta Oyibi Road, close to the Valley View University. Contact them on 0551 239696, or you can use the promo code MCG for 10% discount. MTN Wi-Fi Broadband, thank you for all that you've been doing for us, and we acknowledge all our proud sponsors, and that's all about it. Now, we're about to invite our ladies to join us, and they are here for one thing. They are here to debate. Then certainly, you need able personalities, able men and women to actually listen to them and be their judges. Tonight, introducing our first judge. He was here last year, and I remember when one of the debaters mounted the podium, na eyo nonkwa Lone Ranger, who was debating, but yet still she wasn't able to wow the judges. Tonight, we've paired all the ladies, and they'll be debating. He is Ampon Kwadwo Kunedu, and he's a seasoned multimedia professional with over 12 years experience in the field, currently serving as a senior technician at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, KNUST, and his passion for technology and media is matched by his commitment to supporting education and fostering technological literacy among faculty members and students. Ladies and gentlemen, let's celebrate and welcome Mr. Ampon Kwadwo Kunedu, our judge. And our second judge will be joining us in earnest. I've been prompted that she's just putting one or two things together and she'll join us. And now let's move on to invite our beautiful ladies to join us on set for the purpose for which we've gathered here tonight. And then, Obi Kasa, ma ho fenun kwan wow. Ma ensem no kana so en wow kakra na aye kama. So we are here for it. And if you are ready, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our ladies as they take their seats. And if you are ready, Anad and Amobia, Awo and Yaira, Ajabia and Jama, Ohinewa and Ella Frost, Mimi and Chu, Betty and Amoba, now let's welcome our ladies as they take their seat. So please, can we move on now? I can see our Jet 2 already in the house. And before we move on to the ladies, let me introduce our second judge. Now, Nana Ima is somebody that I've known for years, way back in Sunyani Technical University. Yes. Nanya denkakra, nanya bad. Ohima de weni anya denkra anya kama. And known traditionally as the Nkoso Ohima of Kwaso traditional area. She is a distinguished Ghanaian media personality and entrepreneur, widely recognized by her audience as Mama Counselor. And now she's popularly called Nana Counselor. She currently works with Promise Broadcasting Limited and serves as a prominent host on Oyepa TV. And that is where she leads several engaging and impactful programs, including Anansi Chrome, Oyepa Kitchen Tour, and Dache Hima. With a round of applause, let's celebrate and welcome Nana Efia Echa Ajiman, our second judge. And okay, to be judge question, can be judges no questions kakra. Utumuza hema no mu pia mo tashe tuntum. Ya na mpese mi hu ade krontia. Ana on observe sa ade no. Now, let's move on to our beautiful ladies who are going to actually wow us tonight. And welcoming the first set of beautiful ladies for the debate. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done with the introduction of our judges, and our judges are seated. Now, the first set of contestants who are here to debate, they are setting the tone for today's edition of the debate. Let's welcome our first set of contestants, Anad and Amobia. Let's give it up to them and celebrate them. Please come to the side for me. Have your seat. And please, you are?
Anad Mensa.
Anad. And please, where is Amobia? Amobia is supposed to join us. Amobia, please join us. Amobia. So, Anad, tell us, what should we expect from you tonight?
Expect nothing but the best from me. Thank you.
And are you sure that you'll be able to make it to the next stage of the competition?
Okay, there's a saying that goes, okay, let me quote this Bible verse that Psalm 34 verse 1 says, I'll thank the Lord at all times. My lips will always praise him. So whatever happens, I know God knows the best for me. So I'll thank him at all times.
If you want to keep her in the competition, what must the audience do?
Oh, you just have to vote by dialing star 920 star 902 star 13 hash.
So 13 is your code. 13. All right. Now, Amobia joins us as well. Amobia, welcome.
Thank you.
And how you doing?
I'm good.
What should we expect tonight from you?
Expect to be convinced, be persuasive, because I believe that I am on the right path. Yeah.
Wow. Are you sure of yourself that you make it to the next stage of the competition?
Of course. I'm very, very positive, and I know I will make it.
So how do the viewers keep you in the competition?
I am doing my part, and what you can also do to keep me in the competition is simply dial star 902 star 920 star 12 hash to vote for Amobia to keep me in the competition. Thank you.
Right, you've heard them. They've spoken, but now they need to speak to us and convince us why they need to make it to the next phase of the competition. And that is going to be the grand finale. And we are here for the debate. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's watch their profiles as they mount. So, before they mount the podium to convince us tonight, let's watch the profile of Anad.
Ghana mpanyinfoɔ nananom Ghana man Asante man mekyia mo nyinaa. I am Anad Mensah, a student of Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. I believe in words of wisdom because it is said in Matthew chapter 5 verse 16 that let your light shine upon others so they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. My advocacy focuses on human empowerment because I strongly believe that when a woman is empowered, a family is strengthened, a community develops, and a nation progresses. Many women have the potential to achieve great things, but sometimes they lack opportunity confidence, support, and resources. Through education, mentorship, skills development, and confidence building, I hope to empower young women to believe in themselves, pursue their goals, and become independent and confident individuals. Empowering a woman does not only change her life, it changes the lives of everyone around her. Yes, I'm beautiful, but my beauty will not be any relevant if I cannot help my fellow women. That is why I joined Miss College Ghana. My lovely audience, I cannot do it without you all. As I continue this journey, I invite you all to be part of my story. Presenting you for casting be say, your fruit, your pa, and your piano. Your support and your vote will not only push me forward, but also help me use this platform to advocate for young women. Together, we can inspire change. Dial star 920 star 902 star 13 hash and vote for Anad Mensah, because this is more than a crown and this is a purpose. I, Anad Mensah, I stand here not only as an individual with a dream, but as a voice for those that dare to dream too. Thank you.
There are wounds in history that time alone cannot heal. Wounds that echoes through generation, shaping life long after pain was first inflicted. Slavery is one of those ones. My lovely audience, good day. My name is Anad Mensah, a distinguished contestant of Miss College Ghana 2026, rising confidently. Reparations, according to the United Nations, refers to the compensation given to address the harm caused by slavery. Individuals are direct descendants of those affected, and the government is the state institutions or authorities. So the motion set to proceed that reparations of slavery must be directed towards the individuals, not the government, I quote and unquote. The House, my first point in support of the motion is justice must be personalized, not generalized. Slavery was inflicted on the people, not the government. Families were torn apart, identities were erased, and generations were deprived of their opportunities. Therefore, justice must reach the very people whose life continues to be shaped by that history. When reparations are given to the government, they become diluted into national budgets, therefore losing its purpose. Direct payment ensures justice is not symbolic, but tangible and meaningful. Lastly, the chair, to ensure accountability and prevent mismanagement. History and current affairs has made it clear that government do not always distribute resources fairly or transparently. Funds intended to groups are often redirected or misused. Therefore, when reparations are given to the people directly, it eliminates unnecessary intermediaries. They may claim that governments can better distribute resources for public benefits such as infrastructures or social works. I strongly reject that. This debate is about reparation of slavery and not a general fund for development. Reparations are meant to deliver justice to those affected and not to be absorbed into broad government spendings. Therefore, the focus should be on the people, not the system. The chair, before I end my argument, I would like everyone here to reflect on this. Reparations is not charity, and it is not a developmental tool. Reparation is justice, and justice in its own nature must be undeniable. I will call all and sundry to join hands with me as we affirm to the motion before the House. Reparations of slavery must be directed towards the individuals, not the government. I quote and unquote. Thank you.
Now, shall we have a word from our judges?
Hello. Hello, Anand.
Hello,
How are you feeling now?
I'm good.
You came up with a very strong introduction, and it's good. I like your confidence, and then you showed some very interesting points. But I still think that further development and supporting evidence would have helped you in making your point very strong, right? Well done. Anand.
Thank you.
Hello, Anad.
Hello.
You are beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, so I like your articulation. You were bold. You knew what you were saying. It's normal for you to be hesitant, but you delivered your point.
Thank you.
So let's wait for what your opponent will have to say.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so now let's watch another video from Amobia as she mounts the stage.
Martin Luther King Jr. once said, and I quote, "If you can't fly, you run. If you can't, you walk. If you can't walk, you crawl. But in whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward." Hello, lovely people of Ghana. My church, Charismatic Evangelistic Ministry, Techimaimaihini, Osiadio Akonfiamio, the fourth, and the members of the Forestry Commission, I greet you all. My name is Amobia Priscilla, with a stage name Amobia, a proud graduate from the University of Ghana with a degree in psychology and English. I am a contestant for this year's Miss College Ghana, the Splendor Audition. I stand before you not just as a contestant, but as a young woman with a purpose. My project, Mother a Tree, is a movement that empowers women to plant and nurture trees, creating cleaner air, greener spaces, and more beautiful communities. Because I believe that when a woman nurtures life, she does not just grow a tree, she grows a future. As I journey towards becoming crowned Miss College Ghana 2026, I carry with me a vision of impact, sustainability, and empowerment, vision of change, a passion for impact, and a heart ready to serve. This is more than a dream. It is a mission. Can you support me by dialing *920*902*12# or download the Miss College Ghana Reality app on Google Play Store or App Store and vote massively for Amobia. Please remember the name is AMOBEA. Thank you very much. Panel of judges, meticulous timekeeper, co-debaters, audience present, and viewers at home, I greet you all. Today's motion is asking a simple but very important question. Should reparation for slavery be given directly to individuals, or should they be paid to government? And I stand here and speak vehemently against the motion. Panel of judges, the House, I would like to explain the motion to the understanding of my cherished viewers and audience here. The word reparation, according to the International Organization for Migration, refers to acknowledgement, material or symbolic compensation. That means something wrong happened and taking responsibility for it. According to Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary, a slave is someone treated as property and forced to work without pay and without freedom. Therefore, slavery refers to condition of being enslaved. The phrase directly to individuals suggests that compensation should go straight to specific people, likely descendants of enslaved persons. The former president of the US, Barack Obama, once said, and I quote, "The most important thing is to ensure that all people have opportunity. Broader investment in communities can be more effective than direct payment." Therefore, the core question we must answer today is, should reparation focus on individuals alone, or should they address the broader societal damage caused by slavery? Before I begin with my point, I would like to address something my dear opponent here said. She said, justice must be personalized, not generalized. Now, my dear opponents, slavery affected communities. It affected nations and economies. So now tell me why we should give reparation to individuals or descendants rather than looking at the broader side of the whole damage slavery caused to the country at large. To begin with, one may think this is, a simple question to answer. Of course, slavery was a personal injustice caused to inflict on human beings on their freedom and their opportunities. But the issue is more complex. The issue is not one that brings joy when discussed. While compensating individuals may seem appropriate, this is fundamentally a national issue. I have several points to prove tonight, and I believe that at the end of my points, you all will agree with me that reparation should go to the government and not to individuals. I would like to start by saying that systematic development and infrastructure is one key point why reparations should go to the government and not to individuals. Reparations are meant to address developed infrastructure. These are the benefits that reach the entire population, not just a few individuals. Real justice is not temporary relief. It is a long-term transformation. I will proceed with my next point, which is historical precedents. After the World War II, Israel received reparation under an agreement signed in 1952 with an initial payment of $845 million. Over time, more than $90 billion has been paid. These funds contributed significantly to national development. That money was not shared individually. It was used to build a nation. If we desire similar progress, then such reparation should go to the government and not to individuals. Another important reason is the issue of false claims. If reparations are to be given to individuals, many may falsely claim to be descendants of enslaved persons. If people can go as far as lying on national televisions, why not can they lie about issues like this? A system found with disputes will only weaken the purpose of reparation. Finally, representation and negotiation. Leaders and institutions are already advocating for reparation at the highest level. For instance, the President of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has supported calls for reparation for Africa and the Caribbean. As the leader of the nation, he represents the people in negotiation. This shows clearly that governments, not individuals, are in the right position to demand and receive such monies. Now, if individuals were to handle this process, how would they organize themselves? How would they negotiate? How are they going to conduct the whole thing? Who would ensure fairness? Without structure, there is no accountability. And without accountability, there is no justice. Reparations are not just about paying individuals who suffered slavery. It took from nations, it weakened economies, destroyed systems, and created inequalities that still exist today. So the solution must match the scale of the damage. One creates temporary relief, the other creates lasting change. If we truly seek for justice, not just sympathy, not just compensation, but real lasting justice, then reparation must go where they can transform societies, empower generations, and restore dignity on a national scale. For this reason, I stand firmly and strongly against the motion. I quote, "Reparation should be given to individuals and not to the government." Thank you.
To our judges.
Amobia. That's great submission, but I realize you were reading to us a lot compared to your opponent. Your opponent, you could see she came prepared, but you came reading to us. You should have done better. But all the same, you've done well. You said we should pay it to individuals, to the government. That's good. because government can invest through education and people will learn a lot, as you said, infrastructures. But how can the government also identify individuals to be paid certain quotas to?
I think all the descendants of the enslaved people will also enjoy good health care and infrastructure. So if I enjoy it, I think it's a good compensation.
Thank you.
Now, the audience, the floor is open for one question to each of our contestants. So if you want to ask any question, you can actually be behind the microphone. A question to each of the contestants. Now, please, Amobia, resume your seat. Kindly know that tonight, the score sheet, the judges only has 40%, while the votes contribute 60% of the total score for today. So if you're watching us and you want to keep your favorite in the competition, you know what to do. Star 920 star 902, then you add the unique number to your favorite contestant and keep your contestant in the competition. And I don't know if somebody has a question for our beautiful ladies. Any question from our audience? Any question to our beautiful ladies? Okay, if there are no questions for them, please let's celebrate them as they resume their seats. And that is Anad and Amobia.
Let's go. Are you ready to listen? Are you ready to listen, my Colio?
And that was Anad and Amobia, and they actually debated on reparation for slavery should be paid directly to the individuals, not government. And Amobia was against the motion, and Anad was for the motion. Now let's move on to the next set of contestants. And joining us now is Yaira and Awo. And they are debating on institutional reforms, not charismatic leaders, are the key to Ghana's development. Let's welcome them. Yaira and Awo.
It's rough and smooth. She got swagger. She just feel like a banana. She take come from Ghana. She's a diva. Still she got swagger. She just feel like a banana.
And just so I mentioned, they are debating on institutional reforms, not charismatic leaders, are the keys to Ghana's development. And Awo is against the motion, and Yaira is for the motion. Ladies, welcome.
Thank you.
What should we expect from you today?
Nothing but the best. Yeah.
So you are...
I'm Awo.
Awo. Awo Batampa. Awo, what should we do to keep you in the competition?
I'd like for you to vote for me with the short code star 920 star 919 hash for Awo.
All right. Then certainly this is Yaira.
Yes, please.
Yaira, how are you feeling tonight?
I think right now I have mixed feelings, but then I'll be okay.
You have mixed feelings in there. What should we expect from you tonight?
Something educative and then just the best.
Now, before they mount the podium to debate for us tonight, is a reminder as you watch them, please, if any of them is your favorite, be sure to keep them in the competition. And you know what to do? Just keep them by voting for them, and that's all you have to do for them. Now, let's go for the profile video of Yaira as she mounts the stage.
Hello, lovely people of Ghana.
beautiful Juliet with a stage name YAYRA, the contestant number 5 in this year's Miss College Ghana 2026, the Splendor Edition. I come from the Volta region, a land rich in culture, rhythm and heritage. I am pursuing my bachelor's degree at the University of Media, Arts and Communication, UNIMAC. I am passionate about empowering women, helping them gain the skills and confidence to create opportunities and thrive. I joined Miss College Ghana to use this platform for meaningful impact. My project, Her Skill, Her Future, equips young women with digital skills from coding to digital marketing so they can build independence and create opportunities. Because when she is skilled, her future is limitless. Novinyo Ghana to miva nemi akperentini elabena enyedeka nyemathanwe o. Your support means a lot to me. To vote for me, kindly dial *920*902*5#. Or you can download the Miss College Ghana app on Play Store or on App Store. Together, let's build a future filled with skills, hope, and strength. Akbenami, thank you. Lee Kuan Yew, the former Prime Minister of Singapore, who transformed the country into a global success, once said, and I quote, "The quality of a nation depends on the strength of its institution." Distinguished judges, my worthy opponents, Awo, and audience, good evening. The motion before the House tonight is institutional reforms, not charismatic leaders, are the key to Ghana's development. Now, let's break this down and understand clearly. Institutions are the system that runs a country, our laws, our courts, our public services, and the structures that guide how to use power. Reforms simply mean improving or fixing these systems that they work better, fairly, and efficiently. Charismatic leaders are individuals with strong personality and influence, leaders who inspire people, attract support, and command attention. Development is the process of a nation, better living conditions, stronger economy, fairness, and opportunities to all. And finally, the key. The key is that one factor that is most decisive, most reliable, and most sustainable over time. Simply put, what this debate is going to be about is, should Ghana's system depend on individuals who come and go, or on systems that work every day and for everybody? Now, let me first begin with a simple question. If one great leader leaves today, should a nation collapse tomorrow? If the answer is no, then we must accept this truth. A nation cannot be built on personalities. It must be built on systems. My opponents here may argue that we need strong and charismatic leaders, leaders who inspire, leaders who act boldly, and leaders who bring change. That sounds appealing, but it's short-sighted, because leadership is not the foundation. It is a product of a system. Ghana does not need one strong figure. Ghana needs institutions that will work every day, no matter who leads. I am YAYRA, and I stand firmly for the motion. Let us carefully turn to our history. At independence, Ghana under Kwame Nkrumah and Singapore leader under Lee Kuan Yew, both strong and charismatic leaders. But here is the difference. Singapore immediately built strong institutions, anti-corruption systems, housing boards, economic planning bodies, systems that continued to function long after Lee Kuan Yew. Ghana, on the other hand, relied heavily on leadership directions, but many policies were not deeply institutionalized. The result, according to the World Bank's latest Worldwide Governance Indicator, Ghana continues to face challenges in government, effectiveness, and control of corruption. So the difference was never leadership alone. The difference was institutions. Distinguished judges, leaders come and go. But most importantly, well-designed institutions outlast individuals and are able to correct themselves over time. A strong leader may begin reforms, but only strong institutions can protect and sustain them across generations. Without strong institutions, policies change with every government, projects are abandoned, and progress becomes inconsistent. And that is why our leaders say, when the roots are deep, the trees does not fear the wind. Institutions are those roots. A well-designed institution is built with rules, checks, and continuity, but a well-designed leader is rare and cannot be produced at will. So, development cannot depend on chance. It must depend on systems. My lovely opponent, charismatic leaders can inspire, but without systems, they can only act without limits. According to Transparency International 2024 Corruption Perception Index, Ghana scored 42 out of 100, showing ongoing challenges in public sector accountability. Now, here is the key point. Strong institutions do not depend on good intentions. They depend on rules that enforce behavior. For example, laws like the Right to Information Act continue across government and systems, remain even when leaders are being changed. So this is not about personalities. It is about structures that constrain power and protect the public. And let me be clear, institutions are not built by one individual. They are built through laws, reforms, public pressure, and independent bodies over time. That is what makes them reliable, not personality, but process. Distinguished judges, my worthy opponent, and audience, in conclusion, from our history, we saw that leadership alone did not progress. It was the presence of good institutions that made the difference. From continuity, we established that while leaders come and go, well-designed institutions endure, correct themselves, and sustain progress. From accountability, we learned about good intentions are never enough. It is the rules, laws, and systems that truly constrain power and protect people. So the matter before us is no longer uncertain. Personalities may ignite change, but institutions secure it. A nation cannot depend on chance, hoping for the next great leader. It must depend on systems that work every day for everyone. And as Lee Kuan Yew said in the very beginning, the quality of a nation depends on the strength of its institutions. And in the words of Barack Obama, Africa does not need strong men. It needs strong institutions. For a country that is stable, for a country that is accountable, and for a country that truly works, I strongly stand for institutions. Thank you.
And that is Yaira. Now to our judge, Ampong.
Wow, Yaya, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
I realized that you really came prepared. You had a very nice presentation style. You know, I love the way you found different means of engaging the audience. Your eye contact, everything on point.
Thank you.
And your argument was also very clear. I believe that you have the potentials of moving into the higher level. You've done well.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hello, Yaira.
Hello, Ma.
I like the fact that you explain institutions, reform, charismatic leaders, development, and the key to us, for us to know what you are coming to talk about. But I want to ask.
Jaira, now Awo is against the motion. Awo. Let's watch the profile video of Awo as she mounts the podium.
Hello everyone, I am Jessica Awo Setonam Amegbanogbe with the stage name Awo, a bold, confident and purpose-driven young woman who believes in standing out while staying true to herself. I'm currently pursuing chemistry, a journey that reflects my curiosity, discipline and passion for growth. With this, I aspire to build a career in the oil and gas industry where I can contribute meaningfully while promoting sustainability and responsibility. Beyond my ambitions, I am deeply committed to making an impact. My project focuses on raising awareness about birth control and its long-term effects on women, the pros and the cons, because every woman deserves access to accurate information and the power to make informed decisions about her body. I am expressive, dynamic and grounded in my values. I embrace both elegance and individuality, and I carry myself with confidence and authenticity. I stand here today not just as a contestant, but as a voice for empowerment, awareness, and positive change. Vote *920, *902*19# for Awo. Thank you very much. Today, I stand against the motion, and I quote, "Institutional reforms, not charismatic leaders, are the key to Ghanaians' development." Mr. Chairman, honorable judges, distinguished audience, I rise to strongly oppose the motion. The motion states that institutional reforms, not charismatic leaders, are the key to Ghana's development. To debate this fairly, we must first define the major terms in the motion. According to the Oxford Learner's Dictionary, the word key means most important, essential. Therefore, when the motion says institutional reforms are the key, it means they are the most important factor in Ghana's development. The Oxford Dictionary defines an institution as a large, important organization that has a particular purpose. For example, a university, bank, or court. In this context, institutions include parliament, the judiciary, ministries, the electoral commission, and other public bodies. The word reform means a change that is made to social system or organization in order to improve it. Therefore, institutional reforms mean changes made to inform government systems and national organizations. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, charismatic means having a strong personal quality that makes other people like you or attracted to you. Therefore, a charismatic leader is one with vision, influence, confidence, and the ability to inspire people to follow them. So if we apply these definitions, the motion is saying, changes made to improve government organizations and systems are more important to Ghana's development than leaders who inspire, influence, and mobilize people. Ladies and gentlemen, I reject that claim. Institutions may be useful tools, but tools do not work by themselves. A ministry cannot reform itself. A court cannot suddenly become efficient on its own. Policies do not implement themselves. Laws do not enforce themselves automatically. It takes leadership to activate these systems, direct resources, appoint competent people, and ensure results. That is why charismatic leaders is the real key to Ghana's development. If the key means that important factor, the leadership qualifies more than institutions because leaders create reforms, drive implementation, inspire unity, and make systems function effectively. History proves that Dr. Kwame Nkrumah did not inherit a developed Ghanaian state. Through vision, courage, and influence, he mobilized citizens, led Ghana to independence, and laid the foundations of Ghana's nation building. Likewise, Lee Kuan Yew transformed Singapore from a struggling nation into a global success story. Strong institutions follow strong leadership, not the other way around. The opposing side may say or argue that institutions outlive leaders, but survival does not equal success. An institution can exist for decades and still fail the people if leadership is weak. What matters is not how long an institution survives, but whether it works and whether it works depending on the leadership. They may also claim charismatic leaders can be corrupt. That may be true, or bad leaders, but bad examples do not erase the value of good leadership. In fact, many institutions designed to check abuse were themselves created by wise leaders who understood the need for accountability. Good leaders build safeguards. Institutions do not appear just by magic. Let us compare two situations: a strong country with strong leadership and a weak institution that can progress because determined leaders can build systems, attract talent, and solve urgent problems. But a country with strong institutions and weak leadership often stagnates because no one has the courage or vision to use those systems effectively. In Ghana today, our challenge is not the total absence of institutions. We already have ministries, courts, commissions, agencies. Our challenge is the leadership that can make those bodies efficient, transparent, and beneficial to the people. Ladies and gentlemen, reforms are the output, but leadership is the input. Without leadership, reforms remain words on paper. Without leadership, institutions become weak, slow, and ineffective. In conclusion, the motion claims institutional reforms are the most important factor in Ghana's development. But by the very definitions I provided, reforms only matter when leaders drive them. Institutions are tools, but leaders are the users of those tools. Therefore, charismatic and effective leadership, not institutional reforms, is the true key to Ghana's development. For these reasons, I strongly oppose the motion. Thank you.
And that is our Jajampong.
That's a very insightful information you gave us. I like your introduction.
Thank you.
And then, yes, your outfit too.
Thank you.
Anyway. I was really convinced with your rebuttals, just that you have to also be mindful of your timing as well. Thank you, you've done well.
Thank you.
I'm not for your costume.
I understand that.
Wearing this costume to present a debate, it's a no for me.
Yeah.
But I understand you're a beauty pageant and you wanted to show as the legs and the body. That's fine. I like the fact that you said transformational leaders can break the dysfunctional system.
Yeah.
And that's very true. And leaders inspires and direct.
Yeah.
That's the one too is very true. So with you, you get me going against the emotion. And that's fine. God bless you.
Thank you.
Yes, and to our audience, the microphone is there for any question from our audience. One for each of the contestants. Any question from our audience? If there are no questions for them, let's celebrate them as they resume their seats. Question for them?
Tell me the way you walk, they make me weak. They call me high, baby.
Thank you.
Please, I want to ask if leadership is the driver of change, how do we ensure sustainability after leadership leaves? If leadership is the driver of change. How then do we ensure sustainability after the leader leaves? That's the question.
Okay.
So if I got the motion was basically asking if institutions work better than leadership. And I said that, yes, institutions do work, but you do not expect institutions to work on by themselves, reforms to work on themselves. It takes a leader, whether being a good or bad. That doesn't stop the fact that the leader was bad. That doesn't stop the fact that there's actually good leadership. So let's say, for instance, the National Service personnel, she provided ghost names and all of that. We can call that being corrupt, but it doesn't change the fact that, because yes, you can have a corrupt leader. But you're telling me that if you have a corrupt leader, we have institutions will work on their own? No, they wouldn't. So yes, there is still going to be a leader that has to take that in place, being it good or bad, because institutions do not work on their own.
That was the question. And any other question from the audience? Now let's celebrate Yaira and Awo as they resume their seats. Yes. Now moving on to the next set. And they are debating. The media does more harm than good in Ghana's democracy. Now speaking against the motion is Jamal, and for the motion is Ajebia. Now let's welcome our beautiful ladies as they mount the stage now. Ajebia, right?
I'm big crime, baby. This is a song for my beautiful girls in the world. You don't need to be told, baby. Come on. Like I'm screaming around like Slap your hands,
You look too serious. Are you anxious?
I'm just having a mixed feeling, but I know everything is going to be okay.
What should our audience expect from you today?
Okay, so they should expect nothing but the best from me.
And you are?
I'm Jama.
Jama, how do we keep you in the competition?
Okay, to keep me in the competition, you can dial the code *920 *902 *3# to vote for me.
All right. And you are?
Please, my name is Ajebia.
Ajebia. Ajebia, you look tensed.
I'm actually not feeling well, but...
You're not feeling well, but you deliver tonight for us. And tonight, remember, some of our ladies will be saying bye-bye to us after the debate, so you know what to do. Just get to the Play Store or the App Store and search for the Miss College Ghana app, or you can dial *920 *902# and follow up with your favorite contestants code to keep them in the competition. Now, speaking for and against the motion, we have our beautiful ladies, and for the motion is Ajebia. Let's watch her profile as she mounts the stage.
Hello, lovely people of Ghana. My name is Musa Charlotte Asari Ajebia, with the stage name Ajebia. I am 22 years of age and an account from the north, a young lady rising above every limitation. I'm a proud product of the University of Asted, University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development. As an orphan, I've learned to build strength and discover my voice through every challenge. As the Bible says, my father and my mother forsake me, and the Lord will receive me, and that has been my foundation. My advocacy is giving the voice to the voiceless through girl child empowerment and mentorship. Through my project, Her Voice Bank, I am helping young girls speak, be heard, and believe in themselves. I am here not just for a crown, but to make impact. To vote for me, kindly dial *920*902*2#. I am Ajebia, fearless and ready to inspire every generation. Impartial panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, worthy opponents, fellow contestants, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all. The motion before the House is, quote and unquote, the media does more harm than good to the Ghana's democracy. My name is Musa Charlotte Asare Jebia, a proud student of the University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development, ASTED, Kumasi Campus. Honorable judges, by media, we refer to the television, radio, newspapers, and other social platforms. Honorable audience, the media, which was once a tool for truth, has now become a weapon of confusion. As it is written in the book of John 8, verse 32, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Mr. Chairman, what happens when the truth itself is distorted? Today, I arise to affirm that the media does more harm than good to the democracy of Ghana. According to Abraham Lincoln, quote and unquote, democracy is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. But panel of judges, how can we make a people the right decisions with the information guiding them which is wrong? Permit me to now proceed with my submission. Misinformation and fake news. The media today spreads false and unverified information at an alarming rate. In Ghana, especially during elections. Fake results and misleading messages flood platforms like WhatsApp, Facebook, and before they are officially announced. This creates fear, confusion, and mistrust among citizens. Panel of judges, a misinformed voter is more dangerous than an uninformed voter. As the Bible says in Hosea 4, verse 6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Today, it is not lack of information, but lack of truthful information that is destroying understanding. Again, political bias and propaganda. Panel of judges, the media in Ghana is no longer neutral. Many media houses are openly aligned with political parties. Talk shows have now become battlefields of propaganda instead of platforms for truth. Instead of the informing public, they influence opinions. Instead of educating, they divide. As it is written, a house divided against itself cannot stand. The chair, a divided nation cannot sustain strong democracy. Again, sensationalism and confusion. Panel of judges, the media now prioritize attention over accuracy. Headlines are exaggerated just to attract views and opinions. Small issues are now turned into national crisis. Imagine a headline that causes pandemic or a panic, only for the truth to come out later when the damage is already done. Today, confusion is exactly what the media produces. Lastly, the loss of trust in national institutions. Panel of judges, I stand to deepen this argument and address the motion. The rise of social media has turned everyone into a journalist without responsibility. False information spreading faster than verified truth. Let us consider events like the 2020 Ghanaian general election, which created fear, confusion, and tension among citizens. Mr. Chairman, during the 2020 Ghanaian general election, the Electoral Commission of Ghana announced presidential results, which percentage figured that exceeded 100%. This error was quickly spread by the media and on social platforms, leading to claims of rigging and manipulation. Mr. Chairman, even after the correction, the confusion, mistrust, and tension had already spread. When reports conflict, citizens do no longer know what to believe. Panel of judges, my opponent may argue that the media promotes accountability and educates citizens. But I ask, how can accountability exist when the truth is distorted? How can education exist when misinformation is dominating? Accountability without truth is manipulation. Education without accuracy is deception. Panel of judges, democracy depends on informed citizens, but when citizens are misinformed, democracy is misled. The media, which was once meant to guide the nation, has now become a source of confusion, division, and misinformation. We are not arguing that what the media was meant to be, but we are exposing what it has now become in Ghana today. And what it has become is harmful. Therefore, I stand to affirm that the media, quote and unquote, has done more harm than good in Ghana's democracy. Thank you.
To Nana Councillor.
Ajibia, you speak for the emotion, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. I like the fact that you use your evidence and was realistic about your examples that you gave. For instance, the one that you said, how the media acts bad during election, mixed informations that they give. That one is very true. And how they expose corruption. That one too was good. But what I did not like about your delivery was you were acting as if all media is bad without nuisance. You should have given benefit of doubt and speak against those who give those false reports and exposition, because without the media, you know we cannot be democratic in a country. So thank you for your delivery.
And that was Judge Nana Councillor. Now, please, may you resume your seat. And mounting the podium is Jama. And let's watch a profile video as she mounts the stage.
Nananom, fear prebo frasi adeshe, the people of Diayan Kwanta and Sunyani, the Vice Chancellor, Dean of Students, HODs, Hospitality Management students, and the entire school body of UNE, I greet you all. My name is Asante Afari Jamefia, with the stage name Jama, contesting for Miss College Ghana 2026, the Splendor Edition. Today, I am not only here as a contestant, but also a woman of vision. I am embarking on a project of helping the young people to become what they want to be through skills training, entrepreneurial seminars, donations, and other support services possible. This dream can't be done alone. That's why I come to you to seek your support and vote. Kindly vote for me for us to do this together. To vote, you can dial the code *920* 902* 3#, or you can download the Miss College Reality app on the Google App Store or Play Store. Thank you. Shona Iwayo once said, democracy knows the way. Democracy shows the way. Democracy goes the way. And democracy is the way. I quote and unquote. Democracy does not survive in silence. It survives in scrutiny. And in Ghana, the scrutiny is powered by the media. Distinguished judges, my worthy opponent, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Asante Aferi Jamefia, a proud student of the University of Energy and Natural Resources, and I stand firmly against the motion that the media does more harm than good in Ghana's democracy, because the evidence is very clear and shows the opposite. Before I begin, let me explain a key point to you. Media is defined as a channel or tools that are used to store or transmit or deliver information or data. Based on reports from late 2025, multiple nurses appeared in the media crying and sharing their struggles after working for months without pay. Following the media attention and demonstrations, the Ministry of Health promised to clear the salary arrears by November 2025. Some were also spotted by Good Samaritans that helped and sponsored them with their bills. My audience, the media equips citizens with the information needed to make the sound democratic choices. Media houses such as Joy FM and Peace FM provides election coverage, policy discussions, and political debate to ensure that citizens understand issues before voting. Because of the media, elections in Ghana are not based on rumors, but on information. An informed electorate is the backbone of the functioning democracy. My judges, the media amplifies the voice of ordinary citizens and protects freedom of expression. The rise of the Fix the Country movement demonstrates this clearly. The concerns of young Ghanaians were brought to national attention because the media gave them a platform. My judges, the media did not create those frustrations. It ensured they were heard. That is democracy in action. In continuation, the media promotes national development and public safety. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Ghanaian media played a crucial role in educating citizens, spreading verified health information, and countering misinformation. Lives were protected because people had access to timely and accurate information. This is not harm, that is national service. Now, my audience, let me address the argument from the opposing side. They will say the media spreads misinformation. Yes, misinformation exists, but it is not the whole story. Credible media institutions actively correct falsehoods and provide verified information. The existence of bad journalism does not erase the value of good journalism. They will argue that the media is biased, but bias is not unique to the media. It exists in all human institutions. The strength of Ghana's media lies in its diversity. Multiple outlets present different perspectives, allowing citizens to compare and take critically. Bias becomes dangerously only when there is silence, and Ghana's media is nothing but silent. They may also claim
The media creates tension and division, but the media does not create problems, it reveals them. Ignoring national issues does not solve them. Addressing them openly does. The media brings issues into the light so they can be faced. Mr. Speaker, the question is not whether the media is perfect. No democratic institution is. The real question is whether it does more harm than good. And clearly, the media in Ghana exposes corruption, informs voters, amplifies citizens' voices, promotes national safety and awareness. To weaken the media is to weaken democracy itself. Therefore, I strongly urge this House to reject the motion. Thank you.
Judge Nana, Counselor.
Jama, thank you. You effectively defend the counter on the harm, and you delivered very well. Give justice to the points that she raised, and you let the masses or those listening to you understood that the media, even though we have our lapses, but we are not causing harm. We are causing more good than harm. Thank you.
Yeah, so I think I share the same point with my colleague Judge here. You really influenced me. In fact, I almost bought into her idea, but you've really changed my mind. Thank you, Daniel.
Now to our audience, the floor is open for questions. One question to each contestant. Any questions from the floor of the House? Any questions? If there are no questions to our beautiful ladies, now let's go for a quick breather. And when we come back here, the debate edition continues. Let's celebrate Ajabia and Jama.
Miss College Ghana's Splendor Edition 2026 designers and stylists. Aina Kala Atelier, Quadaso, Selim Hospital Road, 0531 927472 or 055 263 9099. Beautifully crafted, timeless years. Moments, nothing but the best. Sunyani 0547 304559. Black Thread, stitching your vision into reality. Kumasi Tanaso 0541 765014. Nair, positively stylish. Abankro Ejoso 0500-14387. Goldie's Couture, home of excellent fashion. Asante Mampo 0546850842. Saboni Couture, designed to stand out. IPT Kumasi 0593773835. Richie Couture, create a new style into the existing modern world. Kumasi Asim Park 0547186461. Dials are free, nothing but the best. Tanasu Amstead 025737580. Acofonet's creation, the style you love. Bookroom Estate, South Africa 0544839759. Janelle, simplicity at its best. Tech Junction 05531588868. Billy's Empire, Kumasi Asafo 050-388-3235. N1 Clothing, where fashion brings out your inner best. 0245-257-322. Santasi Christian Service. Lawrence Amo, quality at its best. Kochi Kumasi 0249-977 11336. Top Seller Fashion Satisfaction. Tanoso 050-380-1197. Our female MC and judges were styled by Keithy Clothing. Elegance in every thread. Ahinema Kokobin 0540-551153. Our male MC was also designed with kind courtesy. Coca Man. Luxury in each detail. Ejiso 0247-853436.
Introducing a new era of sophistication and power. The Haval Julian from Zondatech Ghana Limited. The Julian is packed with features that elevate your journey. Enjoy excellent interior build quality designed for comfort and style. Experience an impressively smooth and refined drivetrain powered by a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine with 147 horsepower and 220 newton-meters of torque. Visit us at your nearest dealership and drive away your brand new Haval Julian. Call us on 0501 772222 or 0501 773333.
Hello, good afternoon. Please, what do you have on your menu?
Please, we have boba, pizza, shawarma, chicken wings, and an ice cream.
Okay, I'll order 2 boba.
Yeah, Charlie, how far? Yeah, they shawarma came ready. You really come.
Don't worry, there's food for everyone. Get your shawarma, saucy wings, pizza, and many more from Shawarma King Boba King. We're ready for you. For Bantama branch, call 059-136-1663. For Ahojo, call 055-141-5927. WhatsApp us on the number below. Boba King, Pizza Hut, Shawarma King. We there for you.
So welcome back from that commercial break, and many thanks to our proud sponsors. By their fans, we are making you fans of Miss College Ghana 2026. And we are moving to the next set of contestants, and joining us for the next debate on the topic, marital property should be divided based on individual contributions rather than a fixed 50-50 split. Joining us for the debate, we have Ella Frost and Ohenewa. So that is our beautiful contestants in here, Ella Frost and Ohenewa. So Ella Frost and Ohenewa. Okay. Why are you tensed?
A little bit of tense here.
So what should we expect from you tonight?
All right, so to my beautiful audience, expect nothing but the best out of the best from me. Thank you.
The best out of the best. And how do we keep you in the competition? Because tonight, some of you will be saying bye-bye to us.
So to keep me in the contest, kindly dial *920 star 902 star 17 hash to keep Ohinewa in the competition. Thank you.
So, if you're watching us, some of the ladies will be saying bye-bye to us. So this is going to be their last time in the competition. So just keep voting. And I mean, today we don't want any confusion. So when the last presentation is done, we'll give space for 10 minutes. And after that, the voting ceases, and some of them will be saying bye-bye to us. Ella Frost. Ella, are you tense a little bit tonight?
I'm not. No.
So what should we expect from you?
Fun. Yeah.
All right, now let's watch the profile video of Ella Frost as she mounts the podium.
Beauty, they say, it's not about your physical look. It's not what you wear, but what's within. Call me Ishra Samoa Emanuela from Central Region of Ghana and a proud student from Wisconsin International University College offering BSc lesson. I'm a self-motivated person who believes in the fulfillment of dreams and ambition. Hence, my project, which is Bridging the Gap for Men and Women, focusing on empowering both genders. Empowering men and women is about creating an environment where everyone has the opportunities to strive and reach their full potentials. As a woman, I want to be the voice to fight for gender equality. I want to be a person to stand up for male and females together. There is a saying, together we stand, divided we fall. So let's all come together and fight for gender equality. Kindly vote for me if you want to keep me in this competition by dialing star 920 star 902 star 1 hash or download the reality app from Google Play Store or App Store. Thank you. Madam Wanase.
I'm here to interpret and not to manipulate, to educate, so I urge you all to concentrate. I am the icebreaker, the waymaker, the ordinary person who turns something greater into something better. It will be very unwise of me, a wise speaker, to proceed without first extending my sincere benediction and respect to this distinguished gathering. The chair, honorable panel of judges, our great timekeeper, co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Samoa Ishra Emanuela is my name, a proud student from Wisconsin International University College. And today, I stand in firmly and boldly in support for the motion. Quote and unquote, marital property should be divided based on individual distribution rather than a fixed 50-50 split. The chair, respected judges, ladies and gentlemen, is equality always fair? This is the question at the heart of today's motion, because in reality, treating everyone the same does not always produce justice. The chair permits me to elaborate on some few terms that will benefit the House and the audience. Marital property refers to the assets acquired by spouses during the process of marriage. Contribution means something you give, do, or bring to bring support. Contribution means something you give, do, or add that helps achieve a result. Before I proceed, the chair, these definitions are important because this debate is not about denying fairness, it's about defining fairness. My opponents will rely on the idea that equality equals fairness, but Ghanaian law tells a more precise story. Under Article 22 of 1992 Constitution of Ghana, property acquired during marriage must be distributed equitably, not necessarily equally. This distinction is critical. If the framers intended a strict 50-50 rule, why should it not said it clearly? Furthermore, in cases such as Mensa v. Mensa, the Supreme Court often begins with equality only as the starting assumption based on the presumed equal equation. My argument is simple. When the assumption is false, justice demands deviation. Let me be clear. I'm not saying 50-50 split is always wrong. In cases both partners contribute equally, financially or otherwise, a 50-50 division may be a perfectly fair. But the problem arises when the rule is applied rigidly without considering reality. Marriage is not one-size-fits-all institution. Some partnerships are balanced, others are not. A fixed 50-50 assumes equality of contribution. A contribution-based system tests that assumption. But where does it not? Justice reflects the difference. The chair, to begin with, individual contribution prevents financial parasitism. A 50 rigid rule opens the door of exploitation. It allows a situation where one partner builds wealth through years of effort, discipline, and sacrifice, while the other contributes little or nothing, and yet walks away with half. This is not fairness. This is unlegalized fairness. It creates a dangerous incentive. Enter a marriage, contribute minimally, and exit with maximum gain. As I firmly state, the law should not reward mere presence in marriage. It should reward contribution within it. Now, let me address this common misunderstanding. My opponent here would say it validates homemakers, but I would say validating, not ignoring homemakers because now let me address this common misunderstanding. Opponents will argue that this approach disadvantages homemakers, but I strongly disagree. A contribution-based system does not ignore homemakers. It finally recognizes them properly. Domestic labor, childcare, emotional support, household management are not invincible. They are valuable contributions. Under a contribution-based system, these efforts are valued, assessed, and rewarded fairly, not reduced in automatic percentage. This is not removing protection. It is replacing assumption with recognition. The chair, point 3. Individual contribution promotes responsibility and accountability. In every meaningful partnership, business, academics, or social reward reflect contribution. Marriage should not be an expectation. When individual knows the outcome depends on their distribution, they become more responsible, more engaged, more committed to building shared assets. But under a rigid 50-50 rule, effort becomes optional, contribution becomes irrelevant, and that weakens the foundation of marriage. The chair, furthermore, individual contribution discourage opportunistic marriage. Let us be honest. A guaranteed 50-50 outcome can encourage opportunistic marriage. Why? It creates a system where individual may enter a marriage with the expectation of financial gain regardless of effort. That undermines the integrity of marriage itself. A contribution-based system removes that incentive. It ensures that marriage remains a partnership of effort, not an opportunity of exploitation. The chair, the House, rebuttals. My opponent is likely to say 50-50 reduces conflict, but artificial equality does not eliminate conflict. It creates resentment. True justice is what reduces conflict, not false equality. she is likely to say it protects valuable spouses. But contribution-based system already recognizes non-financial contribution. Protection is not removed. It is strengthened through proper evaluation. Respected judges, a 50-50 rule may be simple, but simplicity is not justice. Marriage is a partnership of effort, sacrifice, and contribution. And a system that ignores the scale of the effort does not promote fairness. So, audience, I would like to ask a question. My lady here, imagine you building an empire, sacrificing for life, and then a man walks into your life, you separate, and then you are supposed to share 50-50 with him without his efforts. Will you like that? No, right? So I leave you with this. If the contribution was not equal, why should the reward be? The chair, the house. I bow.
To Judge Ampong.
Ella Frost.
Ella Frost.
Ella Frost.
Yes, please.
Wow. Were you speaking for the guys, especially the married men? Or you were speaking for yourself? Or for some few ladies?
Both genders.
Are you sure?
I know RNAK will be happy.
Then I pray we provide there some security after, so that your female colleagues won't attack you after. Are you aware of the current Supreme Court pronouncement on these divorce cases, especially when one judge said marriage is not an investment? Have you heard of that?
No, please.
Wow. I think that you should, yes. Okay, I rest my case here. But thank you. You had a very good delivery.
You're welcome.
You did well. Thank you.
Ella Frost.
Hi.
I love your confidence.
Thank you.
It's a clack it for me. Wow. And your delivery too was on point. But I wanted to ask you this question. How will contribution be measured? If we are not sharing it 50-50, how will we measure contribution? By which method, especially money versus housework and housework versus childcare? How will you measure it?
Okay, thank you for the question. To my understanding, contribution is not measured, okay? Because imagine you building your life right from scratch without the help of anybody. You wouldn't suspect that in the end, you will be sharing it with another partner without their suffering or without their help. So contribution should not be measured. Whatever you bring on board, that's what you take.
No, then you will not be fair. So if that's what you are saying, then you will not consider non-financial contribution fairly.
You see, I stated it in my script that it does not validate nor ignore homemakers.
So if we are not to share it 50-50, then how are we going to divide it? Thank you.
You're welcome.
And that is Ella Frost. Yes. Now mounting the podium, let's watch her profile video, and her name is Ohinewa.
Greatness, they say, is not given, but earned. That is why I stand on this beautiful platform to claim mine. Hello, beautiful people of Ghana. Ago Chufuman. My name is Joanna Ohinewa Nyako, with the stage name Ohinewa. I am 19 years of age and a level 200 student at the University of Media, Arts and Communication. I believe that it is better to take a chance in life rather than to live in remorse. The normalization of toxic masculinity in the Ghanaian society is alarming, yet it continues to be misunderstood and ignored. Toxic masculinity is the harmful societal expectations placed on men. Men grow up hearing words like, as a man, you need not to cry. As a man, you need to be tough. This word teaches our men to suppress their emotions, leaving them in distress. To the beautiful people of Ghana, it is time to redefine masculinity and make it healthy masculinity instead of toxic masculinity. They say, and I quote, if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go with people. That is why I am pleading with you all to kindly support me by voting for me on the short code *920 *902 *17#. Or you can download the Miss College Ghana Reality app on App Store or Google Play Store. Thank you. Albert Einstein, a famous theoretical physicist, once said, and I quote and unquote, not everything that counts can be counted, and not everything that truly counts can be counted. Greetings, the ever-wise chair, respected jury, accurate timekeeper, court debaters, ladies and gentlemen. I respond to Joanna Ohinewa Nyako, known on this stage as Ohinewa, serving as the principal speaker, speaking unevocally and unapologetically against the motion, and I quote and unquote, marital properties should be shared based on individual contributions rather than a 50-50 split. The chair, the house, before I proceed to share with you my thoughts on the motion, may I crave your indulgence to dissect the motion to the benefit of my audience. Legal Information Institute defines marital property as any asset acquired by spouses during marriage. Collins Dictionary defines individual contribution as any effort one invests in a group's effort to make it successful. 50-50 split, on the other hand, is the total division of something into two equal parts. Therefore, the chair, ladies and gentlemen, the motion at hand simply seeks to argue that at divorce, properties should be shared based on who contributed what and to what end. The chair, ladies and gentlemen, the best property division system must meet three clear texts. That is one, promote vulnerable spouses, especially those whose efforts are invisible. 2, minimize costly and bitter litigation. 3, preserve the trust and dignity of what marriage truly is in the Ghanaian society. Therefore, any system that fails these three tests is inferior. The chair, ladies and gentlemen, I am coming to enlighten you on 3 reasons why the contribution-based system is invalid. Whilst the 50-50 split succeeds. Firstly, the motion collapsed on the measurability test. A first system must rely on input the court can verify objectively without excessive cost. Bank statement forces judges to allow arbitrary values to personal contribution, which is not supposed to be so. The difficulty is evident in Kwanzaa versus Kwanzaa, where the courts struggle to assign values to non-financial domestic contribution. This is the evidence. Secondly, the chair, ladies and gentlemen, a contribution-based division destroys trust even before divorce. My dear opponent, the House, ladies and gentlemen, when spouses know that every act will be audited and scored, they begin to keep mental ledgers. I pay the bill, I handle the children. I love you, baby, becomes I deserve more later. This incentive, constant comparison, and scorekeeping sends partnership into performance management, which is not supposed to be so, my dear opponent. By contrast, court states clearly that contribution-based logic is archaic. This is the evidence, my dear opponent. Finally, the chair, ladies and gentlemen, on this 3 tests I said earlier, you all bear me out that the 50-50 split wins 3 against 0 against the motion. As a matter of that, the 50-50 split system is simple, fairer, and preserve the true definition of what marriage truly is in the Ghanaian society. The chair, before I take my seat, permits me to debunk some claims made by my opponent. In the course of your delivery, you said something like, how do the 50-50 split brings about fairness? But the chair, ladies and gentlemen, my opponent, how do we define fairness if one spouse is not able to prove her effort in the marriage, especially the women who support the house, mostly end up in marriage after divorce not getting anything because their efforts cannot be proven. And you all will bear me out that child care, home care cannot be measured. And my dear opponent, bear in mind that contribution, if you are saying that we should go by the contribution base, how do we go about it if it cannot be measured, as you earlier said? The chair, ladies and gentlemen, a beautiful presentation, they say, requires a beautiful summary. In conclusion, in Penifo say, and I quote and unquote, in Sabenu, in Sabaku crains. Sorry, in Sabaku in crains. This reminds us that marriage is a joint effort. It's an independent, interdependent life, not a system of a contract of competition. Ladies and gentlemen, if both partners build the union together, then I believe it is only just that they share the outcome equally. I arrest my case. Thank you.
And that is Ohinewa. Judge Ampong.
Yeah, Ohinewa.
Yes, sir.
You've really come. Wabapa. Are you well informed of the current Supreme Court rulings on divorces and those things? Are you well informed? Because you came well prepared with some legal stuff here. Because we were mentioning so many legal issues. I'm not a lawyer, well, but I know that Supreme Court interprets these things. And now the interpretation on that is that it has to do with your contribution, not just marriage, and then because my property made within the marital time, because you were part, you just qualify to get 50-50. And that is the current ruling. And so probably next time you have to also check on that before you come. But you've done really, really, really well. You've done very well.
Thank you.
Your points were well made, and it's very clear. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I like your boldness as well.
Thank you.
And I like how you address cases where one partner contributes significantly more than financially. And you use labor pains as an example. That's rightly correct. And you said the point where you wanted us to share 50-50, don't you think you are promoting laziness too?
No.
Because you ignore the unfairness of one party not contributing at all. But the person might think, once the law has said 50-50, if I contribute or not, when we go, whatever that you are busy struggling doing, we will share it 50-50?
No, please. I don't think that will bring about laziness. But I believe that will bring about cooperation. That let's be together and do this, so that at the end we are all going to be profitable.
Once I know that the court is going to share whatever you are doing, since we are married 50-50, what do you want me to do? For instance, if I lose my work and I say I can't find a job and I'll be sitting home comfortably waiting or enjoying whatever the other partner is bringing.
So I believe...
What will push me to go and work so that we collaborate, so that at the end, when the marriage is not successful, we share everything 50-50?
I believe before people get to marry, there will be understanding between them.
And I think if one partner is being lazy and all that, the other partner can just speak to the person because everything is about talking to each other and understanding ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you for making it simple.
And to our audience, remember that some of the ladies will be saying bye-bye to us tonight. And if you're watching us, you know what to do to keep them in the competition. Just make sure you get to the App Store or the Play Store, search for the Miss College Ghana app, download it onto your device and start voting. Or you can dial the short code *920 *902# and follow the prompt with the code of your favorite contestant and keep them in the house. Any question from the audience? Any question from the audience? Okay, please.
Okay, so good evening. So in a context of equity and equality, where should you draw the line in the sharing of properties? I want to know what each of you will pick. Equity, equality. I would want you to explain where you draw the line in the sharing of properties.
Please come clear again.
Where would you draw the line
Mm-hmm.
in the sharing of properties in regards to equity and equality?
Equality. Equity and equality. Both of you?
Both of them. I would like to know how they will argue for. Since one is saying 50-50 and the other one is, so I would like to know. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll go for equity.
You argued for?
Yes.
You argued for the motion?
Yes. So with equity, the individual gets individual contribution. That's the for individual contribution. That's for the equity. And recently, Ghanaian law, Article 22 of 1992 Constitution, speaks about equity, not equally. And in UK, South Africa, Canada, all those countries, they go for equity, not 50-50, not equally.
So what would you say equity is? Since you are telling me you opt for equity, so what would you
So with equity, it's based on individual's contribution. That's the equity. All right, so I would also go for equality because I believe at the end of the day, marriage is a joint something. So if there is divorce, we have to be fair so that everything we acquired will be divided equally. And my dear opponent, are you aware that they said equality is not equity? So I am going for equality. Thank you.
All right, so let's celebrate them. Ella Frost. Or is there any other set of questions for them? Okay, so without any further questions, let's celebrate Ella Frost and Ohenewa. And some of the ladies will be taking a leave of us tonight, so you know what to do to keep them in the competition. After the last presentation, we will just allow 10 minutes to close voting. Then the eviction will take place. Don't wait till the last minute. Keep your favorite in the competition by just voting for them. Keep voting, keep voting, keep voting. Star 920 star 902#. Or you can get to the Play Store or the App Store, download the Miss College Ghana Reality app to vote massively. Tonight, the vote contributes 60% of the scores for today, while the judges contribute 40% of the total score. The judges, 40, and our share in our hands, so 60%. Now, joining us for the next debate, when I first saw her name, I thought she was from China. And I have never been able to pronounce the name well, but it's a noun, so anyhow I pronounce it, it's accepted. So, for the motion, her name is Chu or Chi? Chu. Chu is a noun. And against the motion, her name is Mimi. And tonight, they are speaking on the motion, entrepreneurship should be prioritized over formal education in Ghana. Let's welcome our ladies for the debate. Chu and Mimi.
Your back has it. You know, give me my best. Me see my bullet. I know, but I make Congo. Baby, Congo, so. You did see her. Me no fi kill her for my head. I need to know where you at. Boy, I said me all look like it. Shabali don't know this day.
Mimi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, clock it. And how are you feeling now? Are you tensed a little bit?
I'm not tensed, but I'm a bit nervous, which is natural, which is okay. Yeah.
So what should our viewers expect from you tonight?
Oh, nothing but the best so far. Yeah.
How do we keep you in the competition? Because some of you will be taking a leave of us tonight. I hope you are aware of that. Maybe you are the one leaving us. What can we do to keep you in the house?
Okay, so if you want to keep Mimi in the competition, you have to dial *920 *902 *21#.
And two, is it chi or tree or what?
Chiu.
Chiu. Chiu as in say, Chiwana say. Okay, maybe. All right, so, are you nervous a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
And what should we expect from you tonight?
The best. They should expect the best from me.
Now let's watch the profile of Chu as she mounts the stage. Entrepreneurship should be prioritized over formal education in Ghana.
Growing up, I've always been inspired to be a woman of impact, a woman whose voice can inspire change, and a woman whose action can transform life. When you educate a girl, you empower a generation. And when you give a girl the opportunity to learn, you give a society the power to rise. Hello, Ghana. Hello, Degeman. My name is Chu Modesta, with the stage name Chu, a proud Mo girl from Jama, a student of Sunyani Technical University from the Computer Science Department, level 400. I stand today to advocate for girl-child education. Every girl deserves the right to learn, to grow, and to become the leader she is destined to be. Through this platform, I am committed to using my voice to inspire hope, promote equal opportunities, and help young girls to discover the power of education to transform their lives and their future. Degeman, Our Lady of Mount Carmel JHS, Techiman, Ghana Christian International High School, Sunyani Technical University, I urge you all to vote for Chu. Please, to vote for Chu. Thank you, Janjam Medamase. Panel of judges, wealthy opponents, accurate timekeeper, my cherished audience, good evening. My name is Chu Modesta, with the stage name Chu, a proud student of Sunyani Technical University from the Computer Science Department, level 400. And tonight, I stand here strongly supporting the motion. I quote and unquote, entrepreneurship should be emphasized over formal education. Over 1 million young Ghanaians hold school certificates but have no job. Every year, our universities release more graduates into streets that have no offices waiting for them. Informal education, we truly know is Ghanaians' key to success. But today, our key have changed, and it is entrepreneurship. If formal education were truly Ghana's key to success, why are many educated people hungry? Today, I tell you, Ghana's key has changed. The key is entrepreneurship. Let me be clear on terms. First, Oxford's dictionary defines entrepreneurship as the activity of setting up businesses, taking risks in the hope of profits. Cambridge Dictionary defined formal education as the system we all know, from preschool through university, where we sit in classrooms, write exams, and collect certificates. Emphasis entrepreneurship means choosing where to direct first in terms of money, time, and attention. That is business creation. We are not saying we should close schools. We are saying stop putting certificates before life. Second, 8 out of every 10 jobs in Ghana come from small businesses, not governments, not big companies. It costs Ghanaian 15,000 to put one student through university for 4 years. After graduation, only 1 in 10 find job quickly. The same 15,000 given to a young lady as a startup grant will open a source of income. So I ask my opponents, should Ghana use its limited resources to produce 10 graduates with no jobs, or 30 working people feeding their families? My opponents will say both. My opponents will say business owners need education. I agree. They need to read, count money, and communicate. But do we need 16 years of school for that? No. Our school teaches us to write job application. Ghana markets paid for people who can farm, code, and sell. We are teaching theory, whilst the market rewards practice. We don't hate school. We are telling school to teach what put food on the table. Look at the evidence around us. The market woman at Makola, the spare parts dealer at Aboso Okain. What they had were business sense and small starts. The market, imagine if governments have invested 1,000 people like the late Apostle Kwejo Safo Kantanka, instead of training 1,000 more graduates for job. That does not exist. Today, we will be exporting cars instead of exporting our best people to other countries to find work. Again, my opponents will say, why not do both? That sounds fair, but Ghana is borrowing money to pay its own workers. We do not have both money. Every city spent building a new university hostel is a city not given to a young man who wants to start a poultry farm. Both is for developed country. Emphasized on Ghana CVs in their hands, or we invest in business creations who stand in their own shop paying salaries to others. A hungry person cannot eat certificates. In
Judge Nana, Counselor.
Miss Chiu, your name is interesting.
Thank you.
As you were speaking, I was reflecting on that's what your topic clearly means. So if you don't take care, if you go for the emotion, you contradict yourself. Because as you were saying, do you know that because of high unemployment, entrepreneurship creates jobs, but those who create the jobs need those who have formal education to run it?
Yes.
So how will you debate or differentiate between the two?
I made mention that we need education, as in entrepreneurship need education to read, count money, and then communicate with customers, but not for 16 good years in school.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Because of what you said, do you know that many businesses fail due to lack of structures?
Yes, please.
And if you don't go to school to get that formal education, how will you learn structures? Because you have someone who will tell you, I don't want to say it all. So let me rest my case so that she gets...
In the competition, it's very simple. Follow the prompt by dialing *920 *902 hash, or download the Miss College Ghana Reality app and vote massively for your favorite contestant. Now mounting the podium, her name is Mimi. Let's watch her profile as well.
Hello everyone, my name is Mary Makotopoku with a stage name Mimi. I am a level 200 nursing student of Garden City University, proudly representing the Ashanti region in Miss College Ghana. I come from the land rich in culture, strength and tradition, where we are taught that Obi Nima, Obi Tre, no one knows it all, we learn from each other. This journey is not just about beauty, but about growth, unity and representing the values that makes us who we are. Drakojin Frama Ebu. A single tree cannot withstand the storm alone. This is why today I need you, your support, your vote and your belief in me. Every vote you cast is a step closer to lifting our region higher and showing Ghana the strength we carry. Kindly vote for Mimi using the code *920 *90221 hash. Remember that today's woman does not relent. She stands for the best with conscious decisions. Together we rise, together we win. Midas. Knowledge is light and ignorance is darkness. Another saying goes, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Distinguished judge, worthy opponent, cherished viewers. Distinguished judge, worthy opponent, cherished viewers. These timeless words reminds us that education is a foundation upon which meaningful success, including entrepreneurship, is dangerous to national development. I, Mary Makotopoku, stand firmly against the motion, which I quote and unquote, entrepreneurship should be prioritized over formal education. The chair, education is the foundation of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship does not exist in vacuum. Every successful entrepreneur relies on the skills such as literacy, critical thinking, problem solving, all of which are developed through formal education. Without education, many people struggle with financial management, understanding markets, or scaling their businesses. Therefore, formal education is not an alternative to entrepreneurship. It is the backbone. These are not instant. They are skills developed through education. Without the foundation, many so-called entrepreneurs are simply guessing, not innovating. The chair, formal education builds national development. A country cannot develop without educated professionals like doctors, engineers, nurses, teachers, and scientists. If Ghana prioritizes entrepreneurship over formal education, we risk creating a society with fewer skilled professionals. Ask yourself, who will build our infrastructure? Who would run the hospitals? Who would educate the next generation? Formal education ensures a balanced national growth, which entrepreneurship alone cannot achieve. It is important to note that entrepreneurs work for themselves and they contribute very less to national development. Skilled professionals gotten through formal education serve the nation with their expertise, hence contributing largely to national development. The chair. Education reduces the risk of business failure. Many businesses in Ghana collapse within a few years. One of the main reasons is lack of poor knowledge in business planning, financial management, record keeping, and innovation. Formal education equips individuals with these essential tools, increasing their chances of success. Prioritizing entrepreneurship over formal education is like building a house without a solid foundation. The house would eventually come down. The reason most entrepreneurs strive to enter the classroom even after they have fully established themselves. The chair. Education creates more opportunities. Formal education opens doors to multiple career paths, hence multiple streams of income. An educated person can choose to be employed, self-employed, and become an entrepreneur. However, someone who lacks education has limited options. Therefore, education provides flexibility, while prioritizing entrepreneurship only restricts opportunities. The chair. My opponents may argue that entrepreneurship reduces unemployment and promotes innovation. While this may be true, it doesn't mean it should replace education. In fact, the most successful entrepreneurs are often those who are educated or have acquired formal training and have acquired people who have formal education to risk or run the affairs of his or her business. Education and entrepreneurship should complement each other, not compete. Honorable judges, this debate is not about choosing one over the other. Entrepreneurship and education should work hand in hand. But if we are asked to prioritize, we must prioritize the foundation, not the extension. You cannot build a house starting from the roof. In conclusion, while entrepreneurship has its peaks with regards to economy, its prioritization over formal education should not even be up for a conversation, much less a debate. Education is the foundation that supports innovation, national development, and sustainable entrepreneurship. As the saying goes, build the foundation before the house. Ghana must strengthen its education system first if it truly wants to amass needed skill sectors to thrive equitably, especially in the field of entrepreneurship. Therefore, affirming my sentence against the motion, and I quote, entrepreneurship should be prioritized over formal education. Thank you.
To our judges.
Mimi.
Yes, sir.
Are you still nervous? Yeah, I think you were just taking some few facts from our madam here.
Oh.
You were enjoying some few appall from her. And you were, yes, you really hit the nail straight on the head. I was just looking for some few points, especially this topic. You know, the topic is very tricky. But I realized that most of you were trying to weigh in education and entrepreneurship. Everyone wanted it to be like 50-50. You need them. But the main point was, how do we prioritize this over this? So it's like scaling 50% of 100% of entrepreneurship and formal education. So I'd wanted to hear certain points on entrepreneurship that is more ahead of formal education. Likewise, my sister here. I was not getting that, but at least you all did well. You made your point very clear, and you've done well. Thank you.
Okay, Mimi, I was waiting for you to buttress what she said when I asked a question and she gave an answer of why must you waste time to educate yourself when you can actually get some skills, acquire some skills and put it into business and get your money as quickly as you wanted. So I wanted you to dare her and tell her how education translates into jobs and businesses. But I did not get that from you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so any question from the audience? Any question from the audience? Any question from the audience? If there are no questions for them, let's celebrate Chi, Chu, and Mimi. Les, Chu, and Mimi, thank you so much.
I need to know where you stand. Why you send me all over again? Somebody don't know the name. I guess I'm not thinking. I need to know where you stand. Send me all
And this is the debate edition. This is the debate edition of Miss College Ghana 2026. Now moving on to the next set of contestants, and they are debating on the motion: Africa's economic challenges are primarily the result of internal factors, not external neo-colonial forces. And I have Betty and Amoba, and Betty is for the motion and Amoba is against the motion. Let's welcome our two beautiful ladies.
I'm a kid I like Palin and I'm no boy, yeah, I got them. They must have been the governor. I'm a doctor, I'm a kid I like Palin and I'm Nana in the morning, Nana in the
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Didn't keep one in the competition. Of the scores for today, while the judges contribute 40% of the total score. So to keep your favorite in the competition, the noise could motivate her, but the vote with the code of your favorite to keep her in the competition. Tonight, some of the ladies are saying bye-bye to us. Africa's economic challenges are primarily the result of internal factors, not external neo-colonial forces. And for the motion is Amoba.
To everyone who has the roots of a Ghanaian, my lovely people of the Eastern region, the regional minister, markets women, Power Chapel Worldwide, Newman University, with a stage name, Betty. A graduate from Newman University College, where I pursued my Bachelor of Science in the Green Nurse, is a rich blend of dramatic landscapes, historic relics, and beautiful cultures. I believe that our mothers are supposed to bring life without losing their lives. A woman shaped the destiny of civilization. A project that is dearest to my heart is to fight against maternal mortality, since women are about 50% of the world's population. I wish to be an advocate for the Sustainable Development Goal 3, which focuses on good health and well-being. In the coming weeks, I, Betty, will lead you on an enchanting journey, giving you a back-to-back performance. I humbly seek for your support because I cannot do this without you. To vote for me, kindly dial *920*920*2.
A nation is not destroyed by what happens to it, rather how it chooses to respond. Question to the House. If external factors are person, distinguished judges, ladies and gentlemen, My worthy opponent, good day to you all. My name is Elizabeth Akosia Amoakwa Asante, with the stage name Betty, and I quote and unquote, I strongly stand for the motion that Africa's economic challenges are as a result of internal leadership, economic mismanagement. My opponent may rise in this debate. The chair, my opponents may argue that international institutions such as the IMF and the World Bank are responsible for Africa, and they decide everything on how to help Africans. So something that has got to do with external control is actually internal decision and leadership choices. The chair, materials, and yet they are able to achieve industrialization and economic growth. The chair, if colonial history is raised, I, Betty, simply submit that while it started the starting point for Africans, it does not fully explain where Africans are or our current destination. The chair, she may also argue that Africa is trapped in debt and dependency. However, debt itself is not the issue. The issue is many countries are able to use debt for development. The issue is when borrowed funds are off the motion. The chair, my first point is poor governance and corruption. According to the Transparency International Corruption Perception Index, many African countries consistently rank low. Significant share of global natural resources. Yet, many of the economies remained underdeveloped. The World Bank describes this act as resource curse. The issue is not lack of wealth, but is the failure to manage and utilize it effectively. The chair, my third point is political instability. According to the World Bank, conflict and instability significantly reduce economic growth and discourage investment. Civil wars, coups, and international political unrest continue to disrupt economic progress across the continent. Stability is an internal responsibility, and without it, no economy can thrive. The chair, my fourth point is economic and decision-making. Many African countries remain heavily dependent on raw materials, exports, and imports. The United Nations Economic Commission for Africa highlights weak industrialization and lack of diversification as major barriers to sustainable growth. African countries with similar backgrounds have achieved different outcomes. Nations such as South Korea, Singapore, and Vietnam transformed their economies through strong governance, investment in human capital, and effective institutions. This clearly proves that the internal choices determine economic success far more than internal forces. The chair, while external influences may exist, they do not, and I repeat, they do not. I repeat, they do not determine Africa's economy destiny. External forces only succeed where internal systems are weak. The chair, Africa's future would fully determined by external powers, but By the strength of institutions, the quality of its leadership and decisions, it makes it internally. Therefore, I, Betty Elizabeth Akosia Amwakwa Asante, strongly stand for the motion that Africa's economic challenges are as a result of internal factors, not external neocolonial forces. Thank you to the House.
And her name is Betty, and she was for the motion. Judge Ampon.
Betty.
Hi.
And now your name will stay here. With this support, are you from the Unity Hall?
No, please.
Wow. I pray that this support translates into votes. Yeah. Yes. I like your presentation.
Thank you so much.
You did well. My only worry is that you know that the forces are not only borrowed money.
Come again.
I mean, you limited only the forces to borrowed money, loans and others.
Yeah.
But we goes beyond that. We take some few human resources, the suppliers, human resources, technology, other things. So all these things, if you had added to your point, it might have made your point more impactful, right? You've done well. You've done well. So thank you.
Hi, Betty.
Hi.
Okay. Judging on your clarity and diction, I'll give you check.
Thank you so much.
Your delivery was on point.
Thank you so much.
And I like the fact that you said, and I wrote here, you said, Africans' challenges are mainly due to internal factors. And external factors cannot determine what Africans we want to do. And this state that governance, corruption, policy failures, leadership institutions are the cause of Africa's problems.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And her name is Betty. Now, Mountain. Thank you. Betty. Na wafa phone no. Betty ni de betimi aye ono a e wo dedem. But entimi nya ono a e wo voting. So keep voting. And that is the most important thing to be done tonight. Now mounting the podium now. Her name is Amoba.
Educating the girl child, they say, empowers a nation. But what happens when the life of the boy child is neglected? To the Upper East Regional House of Chiefs, old girls of Efuakobi Ampem Girls Senior High School, students of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, the Faith Life Embassy Church, all Rotarians and Retractors, Ghanaians, I greet you all with a good day. My name is Constance Amoba, with Amoba as a stage name, a 19-year-old second-year student in the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, pursuing a bachelor's degree in public administration. I come from the Upper East region of Ghana, And this year, I am not just a contestant in Miss College Ghana, but serving as the voice to the silent struggle of the boy child. Behind the expectations of be strong, don't cry, and man up, are young boys battling pressure, identity, and neglect. They are taught to hide pain instead of understanding it, to suppress emotions instead of expressing them. My project seeks to break that silence. Through mentorship, open conversations, and mental health awareness, I want to create safe spaces where boys are allowed to feel, to speak, and to grow without fear of judgment. I believe it's high time the Ghanaian boy is made to understand that both boys and girls are vulnerable, just that the vulnerability rate of the girl compared to the boy is high, hence women empowerment, than leaving them in the dark to figure things out on their own. To keep me in the competition, kindly dial *920*902*4# or download the Miss College Ghana reality app on the Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Thank you. Madam Betty, you see how your supporters and the Conti boys were busily waving your banner, just as you were here waving the banner of corruption, as if it is uniquely an African disease or the sole architect of Africa's economic challenges. Auntie, let's be intellectually honest here. If corruption was the grave to poverty, countries like China, Russia, and historical faces of the United Nations would have been economic wastelands today. This is to show that corruption is real, but can never be the root causes of Africa's economic challenges. Let me help you with where you got the mix-up. Fixating around internal factors and ignoring external factors shows us that as a Christian, you don't take the teachings in the Bible seriously, because as Christians, we are being guided by the Bible in Psalm 11 verse 3, and it says, and I quote, if the foundation of the righteous is destroyed, what would the righteous do? My dear, Africa's economic foundation was not merely shaken, but systematically dismantled. To you, the ever-wise and young-looking moderator, honorable adjudicators, my beautiful opponents, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols duly observed, a good evening to you all. Today, I do not just rise to speak. I rise to challenge a narrative that dares to blame the wounded for their wounds, a narrative that dares to accuse a continent of failure while ignoring the forces that have held us back for centuries. Africa, a land of immeasurable wealth, gold beneath our soil, oil beneath our seas. Wisdom and brilliance within its people, yet somehow labeled poor. Today we are being told by my beautiful opponents here that Africa's economic challenges are mainly the result of internal factors, corruption, mismanagement, weak institutions. But let each and every one of us seated here pause and reflect. Can a system built on exploitation suddenly produce empowerment? Can a continent rise freely when its economic strength is still being pulled from afar? Thought-provoking questions for my opponents. My name is Constance Amoba, and today I stand firm, bold and unapologetic to oppose the motion before the House, quote and unquote, Africa's economic challenges are primarily the result of internal factors and not external neo-colonial forces. Mr. Ampong, Nana, since my beautiful opponent has already demystified the key words in the motion to the layman's understanding, permit me to proceed to my submission. Point 1, unfair global trade systems, making Africa a supplier and not a player. Africa is not lacking productivity. We are locked into a position of disadvantage. Let me crave your indulgence for this particular one. Take cocoa. Honorable judges, Ghana and Ivory Coast produces about 60 to 70% of the world's cocoa, a report by farmforce.com. Yet, earns less than 10% of the final chocolate market value. Why does this injustice persist? Because the global trade system is structured to 1, encourage Africa to export raw materials, 2, discourage us from producing finished goods, 3, keep high-value industries in developed countries. For example, if Ghana processes our cocoa into chocolate, it faces higher tariffs entering into European markets than if it exports raw beans. Meanwhile, European farmers receive billions on subsidies, allowing them to outcompete with the local producers. In Nigeria, crude oil is exported cheaply, yet refined fuel is imported back to that same country at high prices, creating a paradox where an oil-rich nation struggles with fuel scarcity. What a joke! Let's all be honest. How then do you expect Africa to industrialize when the ladder to industrialization has been deliberately pulled away from her? How then do we compete globally when the rules always ensure that we start last? So, Madam Betty, the next time you mount this stage talking about internal factors, at least be serious. Don't blame the player when the entire game has been rigged. Point 2, exploitation of resources, wealth extracted, poverty left behind. Africa's tragedy as a continent is not the lack of wealth. It is the loss of control over that wealth. Now, as of 2024, Africa's debt as a continent has crossed a whopping sum of $1.8 billion. And the continent holds about 30% of the world's mineral resource deposits, a report by the UN Environmental Programme. Yet, millions of us live in extreme poverty. This contradiction is not accidental. It is economically engineered. Let me take you to the Democratic Republic of Congo. Cobalt, essential for smartphones and electric cars, are mined under harsh conditions. Global giants like Tesla and Apple, manufacturers of the iPhones we are so obsessed with, depend on these resources. Yet, the communities developing them remain underdeveloped. Why? Because these contracts often favor multinational corporations over local governments. 2, profits are repatriated abroad and not invested locally. 3, weak tax systems often influence externally, allowing these foreign companies to avoid fair contributions to we the Africans. Additionally, Africa as a continent loses $88 billion annually to illicit financial outflows. A report by Quartz.com, money that could build schools, hospitals, and industries. In Nigeria and Angola, oil wealth has generated billions, yet millions still live in poverty, and infrastructural gaps still persist. But I thought natural resources were a blessing to humanity. Why then does it feel like Africa's resources are a curse to we the people? And who truly even owns Africa's resources? We the people or external forces? These may look like rhetorical questions, but they are questions to ponder over when reality meets thought. And these are the thought-provoking questions I am leaving with my opponents because it saddens my heart that she failed to attack the factual basics of the motion. Point 3. The debt system, what I call modern chains of economic slavery. Africa is not poor. My Africa, your Africa, collectively our Africa is not poor. We are systematically drained. As of 2024, the continent's external debt had crossed a whopping sum of $1.8 trillion. A report by Africa 24 News. With countries like Ghana, Ghana, Kenya, and Zambia spending a shocking 30 to 50% of government's revenue just to service debt. You might ask, how did we get here? Let me take you deeper. Most of these loans were taken during crisis. Talk of pandemics, global oil shocks, falling commodity prices, etc. Yet, conditions attached by institutions like the IMF does not fix economies, rather, they trap African economies into cycles of dependencies, putting us on life support and charging us for oxygen. Can you imagine? So, my dear, if a government spends money
Servicing debt, does that become mismanagement or debt trap? In Ghana, recent IMF-backed policies have led to rising utility costs and taxes. In Zambia, debt restructuring delays meant years of economic uncertainties and stalled development. The House, Mr. Ampong and Dana, I would have loved to journey the House through a sea of in-depth points, but for brevity's sake, let me run by you the key elements captured in my submission. Point 1, I made mention of unfair global trade systems. Point 2, exploitation of resources. Point 3, the debt trap. Madam Betty, point of correction. The IMF and World Bank are not countries. They are global financial institutions. And also, you made a submission that some countries are rich by supplying raw materials, and later came back to mention that Africa's economic challenges are because we supply raw materials. Why are you trying to contradict yourself and confuse the House? But this, I rest my case. Thank you.
And her name is Amoba. Judge Ampong.
Hey, Amoba.
Yes, please.
You've left some of us speechless. You've really electrified the room. With your points and your body gestures, everything speaks for itself. You've done really well.
Thank you.
It's more like we really saved the best for the last.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nana.
Amoba.
Yes, please.
I love your argument strength.
Thank you.
You were so clear and logical. And you develop your points very well.
Thank you.
It's like, I was telling my co-judge that I don't trust you too. Even wearing the same fabric. It's questionable. So I thought maybe the two of you put your heads together to write this and deliver to us, right? Is that so? Is that so? Or I'm right at a point?
Yes.
Thank you. I can see. But you have given us a fair debate aura. Because how your body gestures, how you were putting to your opponents, the things that she said that you don't agree with, it speaks well.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Amen.
But your point too was well noted. Because you said Africa systems are built on exploitation. I noted that you said debt burdens and influence of international institutions are killing Africa. And you said unfair global trade system and dependency. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Amoba, please resume your seat. And now, any questions from the audience? Questions from the audience? Any questions from the audience? Okay. Please speak to the microphone for us.
Please, can you demonstrate how external factors directly control the budget allocation within African governments?
Your question again, madam.
Please, I'm asking if you can demonstrate how external factors directly control budget allocation within African governments today.
Thank you very much. So with my last point, I made mention of, let me put it this way for you. You are asking how external forces influence budget allocation internally. When Africans go to international institutions for loans, mind you, these loans come with conditions. These conditions, first of all, it pushes currency devaluation. 2, demand the privatization of national resources. And 3, forces government to cut down public spending. Please, are you listening? Forces government to... forces government to cut down public spending, worsening education systems and healthcare systems, and all these are part of the budget. So when we go to international organizations for money, the money comes with their own conditions, and these conditions affect the way the money is being budgeted internally. Thank you.
Please, we have the next person from the audience to ask the question. Please, may you go ahead.
Okay, so my question is, don't you think that it's our own decision to go to the IMF or the World Bank to get money, knowing that they are going to give us these conditions? Why then don't our leaders sit down and plan on how to solve our issues without really lingering around begging for monies? And because if it's our own decision, if you say that they are controlling us, and then we know that they are controlling us, we have the monies here, we have most of the resources, especially human resources. So if our leaders are really ready to support us, and then we are really ready to support ourselves, why then don't we sit down and plan on how to build ourselves rather than going to beg for money?
So if you do public administration, I'm a public administration student, you will get to know that global countries are being structured under economic systems, meaning we have countries who are being noted for being dependent, and countries like we, the African countries, are being known to be independent countries who are being exploited by dependent countries, and we depend on them financially. So there is no way, like, where are our leaders going to get that money to service our needs? You are saying we have the resources and all, but do we turn these resources into something valuable that when we export, we will get money worth it? We export raw materials. It means you didn't listen to my first point. The global trade system is structured to encourage Africa to export raw materials only to discourage us from producing finished goods. So even if we have the raw materials and we have the money, we still can't unless we go and ask for money, because that is how it is structured to be.
Actually, we can, right? The fact that we have a system out there doesn't mean we shouldn't have a system in Africa, right? So you said that there is a whole structure against Africa making out for itself, right? That's why I asked you that. Why is it that our leaders and then us as citizens of Africa don't sit down to build ourselves? Because,
hello.
Because
hi.
Burkina Faso is doing so
already
right
is
now.
Doing so well. Listen, already our system is already built on exploitation. So before the continent was already built, we were already building on debt. We were already building on debt.
Me advising you to
hello,
become
please,
a
are you a
prostitute
Betty fan?
doesn't mean you should accept to be a prostitute, right? Me as advising you to become a prostitute, or you living in a prostitute's house, doesn't mean you should become a prostitute. So you decide what you want to do. It's not the outside forces deciding what you want to do. You have to do.
So you mean that if Africa is supposed to depend on its resources, our raw materials only, will be able to service everything we do in Africa? How? The lady who said sure, please, how?
Hello.
And this is going to be the last question because they were supposed to
last
take two
question.
questions.
Yeah, last question. I think this goes to Betty. Okay. Betty, how are you?
Please, I'm fine.
Just
How are
answer
you?
this for me. How do you think?
How do I?
You think that lack of true economic autonomy in Africa?
Lack of, please.
True economic autonomy. Hope you
True.
understand. Economic autonomy. So, Amora, she argued that for centuries, still, even though we are independent, we still rely.
Please,
on.
I can't hear you. Can
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I'm saying that, how do you argue in your favor that lack of true economic autonomy is a major
Did
factor?
I state that?
Come again.
Did you say I stated?
True economic autonomy. Do you
Did you
understand?
say I stated? No, I just want to. Are you asking a question?
I'm asking a question.
Oh, okay.
That how do you argue in your favor that lack of true economic autonomy among Africans is a major contributing factor as to why we are having economic challenges?
Can you please give me a summary of your question?
So, I hope you understand economic autonomy. Like the fact that you want to be. Autonomy means you depend on yourself, okay?
I know, yeah.
So, lack of it is a major factor as to why we are having challenges in Africa. Can you argue with me? Why? Don't you think it's one of the major factors as to why we are having economic challenges in Africa? Argue in your favor.
Can you come again?
You see, I'm saying that.
Please, see. I said
You see,
summarize it to me,
I
okay?
can summarize it to you. I can summarize it to you. Yes. So answer the question. Okay? The question is, argue in your favor as to why she said lack of economic autonomy among African countries is a major contributing factor as to why we are having what? Challenges. So argue in your favor as to why it's not a challenge.
Please.
Betty, she wants you to argue in your favor the points that you made here yourself. She wants you to give more clarity on it because it's as if your opponent is winning more points and your fans want you to elaborate more for us so that we
okay.
also get your point clearly.
Oh, okay. So, thank you for the question. If I'm to get you clearly, you are saying that Africa is more dependent. Exactly. Okay. Please. I remember making a point when I remember making a point that, and I quote, sorry, I strongly, please can you hear me? I strongly affirm that Africa's economic challenges are primarily the result of internal factors, and I also said Africa's future will not be defined by external factors or powers, but by the strength of its institutions, the quality of its leadership, and the decisions it makes internally. Please, does that answer your question? Or I should state again? It's fine.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I do believe our judges are accumulating the results. But remember, tonight, vote contributes 60% of the score and the judges 40%. Let's go for a quick commercial break. And when we return, you know, we are just calling it a wrap. Let's celebrate our ladies, Betty and Amoba.
Amo, 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 amo.
In a world where dreams are the driving force, one company stands as the hope of transformation. At Zonda Tech Ghana Limited, we not only provide jobs but also empower and transform lives. Through the learning process, we establish a foundation for growth, assembling a diverse range of heavy and light-duty trucks. Witness the change of potential into expertise as he becomes a leader in our organization. Zonda Tech Ghana Limited, your one-stop shop for quality trucks like Shantui bulldozers, excavators, graders, payloaders, rollers, poor pickups, TX trucks, and oil tanks, all made and assembled right here in Ghana. At Zonda Tech Ghana Limited, we not only create opportunities and empower people, but we also provide top-notch after-sales service for all your heavy and light-duty truck needs.
Daddy, you build this one too?
Visit us today off the Tema Flower Road, opposite TT Brothers, or call 0501 772222 or 0501 773333. Zonda, built in Ghana, building Ghana.
Say, your party, Kotobono, Yenabro, Ye Ghana, Kadia, Fetchak City, Somuye, never could do Kama from you. Kenyan Pong Pame, Basayado, Onanam, and Kaho, of Uncle Russell Yum, Jojo, of Uncle Russell Yum, Jojo.
My name is Pauline Otro. As a mother, a musician, and an actress, keeping fit and staying healthy has always been my priority. It's been said that water is life, and I love life. Tell you what, drinking clean and healthy water has always been part of me. You know why? Because it keeps me young and healthy. Let me introduce to you water that has been taken through proper purification by Obibini Black Man Company Limited with their highly skilled personnel both from Germany and Ghana. Equipped with a modern state-of-the-art laboratory in a clean and hygienic environment, approved by the Ghana Food and Drugs Authority. Stay hydrated with Set Natural Mineral Water.
Please, what do you have on your menu?
Please, we have boba, pizza, shawarma, chicken wings, and an ice cream.
Okay, I'll order 2 boba.
Yeah, Charlie, how far? Yeah, they shall mark in ID. You they come.
Don't worry, there's food for everyone. Get your shawarma, saucy wings, pizza, and many more from Shawarma King Boba King. We're ready for you. For Bantama branch, call 059-136-1663. For Ahojo, call 055-141-5927. WhatsApp us on the number below. Boba King, Pizza Hut, Shawarma King. We there for you.
Ese so biara hu se emre to me dane emre zo to me twem eya na akoye se dai so bi keke hu nanso no enya sa na wo se ko enti hwe emfa woni bebi opese otu kwan ko anase bebi mpo a wabo chi mu pese opese wo ko eni da so wo ho ma wo efi se yenu ina da wo twem Carefront Travel and Tour e wo ho twem e ba no akwantu ho asem a eno ane se ode be dan Carefront Travel and Tour jai se wa mo wa be mu ne hunu se Wakwentu wadae so ebebem. Pomotia so be freke from Travel and Tour. Ewa home so 0244-388-044. Ye email no eye carefronttravelandtour@gmail.com. Ye Facebook eye Carefront Travel and Tour. Instagram enso eye Carefront Travels.
Miss College Ghana's Splendor Edition 2026 designers and stylists. Aina Kala Atelier, Quadaso, Selim Hospital Road, 0531-927472 or 055-263-9099. Beautifully crafted, timeless years. Moments, nothing but the best. Sunyani, 0547-304559. Black Thread, stitching your vision into reality. Kumasi Tanasul, 0541-765014. Nair, positively stylish. Abankro, Eджесol 0500-14387. Goldie's Couture, home of excellent fashion. Asante Mampo 0546850842. Saboni Couture, designed to stand out. IPT Kumasi 059-377-3835. Richie Couture, create a new style into the existing modern world. Kumasi Asim Park 0547-186461. Dials are free, nothing but the best. Tanasu Amstead 025-7375-080. Acofonet's creation, the style you love. Bookroom Estate, South Africa 0544-839-759. Janelle, simplicity at its best. Tech Junction 055-31-58868. Billy's Empire, Kumasi Asafo 050-388-3235. N1 Clothing, where fashion brings out your inner best. 0245-257-322. Santasi Christian Service. Lawrence Amu, quality at its best. Kochi Kumasi 0249-977-336. Top Seller Fashion Satisfaction. Tanoso 050-380-1197. Our female MC and judges were styled by Keithy Clothing. Elegance in every thread. Ahinama Kokobin 0540-551153. Our male MC was also designed with kind courtesy. Coca Man. Luxury in each detail. Eджесol 024 047-853436.
Yes, I am the ambassador for Where Ghana. So everywhere I step, you see I represent Ghana to the fullest. And I'm not shy to represent Ghana. Eat Ghana, wear Ghana, and do everything Ghana. That is how we can build a resilient economy together. Welcome back to Miss College Ghana 2026. And today is the debate edition. And our ladies have done their utmost best. Now to the judges, they are wrapping their hairs around the marks and everything. But if you're watching us, you can also change the narrative because you hold 60% of the total votes tonight, and just keep voting to keep your favorite in the competition. Now, about 2 to 4 ladies will be leaving us. 2 to 4 ladies. Maybe 2 or maybe 4. And as you can see, the judges are busy putting their marks together. But almost nearly 40%. Now, if you are watching us, you hold 60%. And if you want to keep your favorite in the competition, just get to the App Store or the Play Store and search for Miss College Ghana Reality app. Or probably you can dial *920 *902 hash. Follow the prompt and vote for your favorite to keep them in the competition. 2 or 4 of them will be taking a leave of us. We have only 10 minutes. And by the time we are done, some of the ladies will be saying bye-bye to the reality house. And now I would love to invite all the ladies to join me on stage. All the beautiful ladies. All the ladies. All the ladies. Somebody is leaving us tonight.
Girl, I have a question to ask you today. Will you marry me even though I met you today? And she said, you don't even know my father. Oh, the mommy, you don't know my mother. Can you pay my rent price? It's just $1 million.
All the ladies are off stage now. And I know you may want to know who is joining the bus to the grand finale. All right. And is somebody going home tonight? And certainly some of them will be saying bye-bye to us tonight. And who is going home? And who is joining the bus to the grand finale? Obinio. Obiniem. Obiniem.
Forget you want another scene. I'm a shall it be today? You know some money no be problem. In Shona music. What else? Next time.
Certainly somebody will be saying bye-bye to us.
So are you ready? Okay.
And who is that going to be? Who is leaving the reality house tonight? The judges are busy. I know it's not easy. Your voting still counts. Your votes contribute 60% to the scores for today, while the judges contribute 40% of the total score. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Did you vote? Are you voting? Tonight, somebody will be saying bye-bye to us from the reality house. All the ladies have done well. And certainly, some of them needs to take a leave of us, while others will join the bus to the grand finale. There is this word of knowledge which says that you can't talk about light without some knowledge of darkness. So certainly, if you were able to speak about light, then you have an idea about darkness. Some will cry, others will laugh. But before we say bye-bye to some of them, there is the need to reward excellence for what they did today. And we are awarding 3 special awards for best costume, for most eloquent, and the star performer. And to help us do that, to wipe a bit of tears from the eyes of our ladies while they wait for the eviction. Because yamfa hanky bian people mani ase ansha na ebinuma twitwa wa wo hwe se de wasi afa ahun na enne no last day ya hwa na wansu said you see J fancy pa na wo kofia. Please, ladies, 2 step backwards. Oh. Pajo hwe na wan te anto na ebia na wo kofie no wasa te ato. Ebe ya pa. Oh. So to our judges, Nana Counselor and Judge Ampon, over to you.
Okay, thank you. We would like to start with best costume. So we have 3 ladies that we will call up front, and we will declare one as the winner. Unfortunately, I'm not familiar with your names, but I can pinpoint you when you come forward. Because Betty just came, so you come forward.
Okay.
My dear lady, please come forward. Yeah, that's you. And you, please. Come forward. Going to debate. It's not.
So, for the best costume, Betty carried the day. For the best costume, Betty, please. Betty, yes. Be there for us. So that is our winner for best costume. For the debate edition, it's very important. For the debate edition, so that is Betty for you. Betty, thank you so much. You may step back for us. Now to the most eloquent.
All right, so we are moving straight to the most eloquent. It's actually a tie. So I'll call 4 ladies out, and then we choose 2. So I have here Amoba. And I have here Ohenewa. And then Ella Frost. And Yara. So, for this edition, the most eloquent personality here was Ella Frost and Ohenewa.
So, most eloquent was a tar, and it went to Ohenewa and Ella Frost. Now to the star performer, which is the ultimate for tonight, before we say bye-bye to some of the ladies. Obiniyem. Obiniyem. And I love the energy in the house. So, who joins the bass to the grand finale?
Sir Bones.
Nana.
We all agree that debate is about rebuttal and engagement. How you challenge the core of your opponent's argument. The strongest argument from all sides. Clear and more convincing explanation of your main cause. For this, we boldly declare Amoba.
So Amoba is our star performer for the debate edition. The star performer for our debate edition. And I could see. Please be there for the camera small. Be there for the camera small. And give us that queenly wave. That queenly wave. Yes. And thank you. And now, when you are shaking, people ask, What you are shaking, is it what your mama gave you or what your doctor gave you? And this is mama gave, eh? This is mama gave. Mama gave. Okay. All right, so. I am not always elated to be a carrier of bad news, but certainly some of the ladies need to take a leave of us while we prepare the other ladies for the grand finale. And since I don't want to be that carrier of the bad news, I would like our judges to take over from now and let us know how our ladies actually fared today, looking closely at how they delivered on stage today, and how they were able to debate their way through for and against the motion. Your favorite could be taking a leave of us, and winning an award tonight doesn't guarantee you joining us for the grand finale. You could be the most eloquent, you could be the best costume, you could be the star performer, but you could be the one leaving us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, to our judges, for the total marks that was accrued by our ladies for tonight's performance when it comes to the debate edition for Miss College Ghana 2026. Over to Nana Counselor and Judge Ampon. Their marks.
Okay.
Remember, the judges hold 40% of the total score, while your votes represent 60% of what is about to be announced. Somebody certainly needs to take a leave of us to our judges.
Okay, Sir Bones. First of all, I would love to recommend the organizers of this show. They have really done well, because I believe they did not just reach here. They started from somewhere, and to be able to scout out these ladies to stand on tonight this platform and how they have delivered their debates, those who stand for the motions and against the motions, truly speaks and is so disturbing that we did our part, hoping the votes will also favor them to push them to the next level. But what I would say is that looking from our score sheets, the margins that they have here is very little, meaning they are all doing their best to go to the grand finale. So from our desk, we would love to plead with the organizers to give the voters time to do more for their lovely contestants. If they will listen to us, kindly reschedule your eviction to 5 days' time for us, to give their voters ample time to do more for them, so that you evict them as and when necessary, maybe Friday, if they can.
A plea from the judges' room, and the judges are saying that from the marks that were accrued tonight, they know it constitutes 40%. But they believe that the general public must be given enough time so that they can really vote for their favorites in this contest, since it's a final eviction. Now, the judges have taken their decision that the general public also have the power to add their 60% decision to it. And on this note, they are pleading with organizers to give the general public 6 days to add to their votes. This is a prayer, but I don't know how the organizers would accept this prayer. So there is a whisper in my ears which says that since the judges knows best and their judgment over the years has been always right for the best of the competition and in the favor of the contestants, the prayer has been upheld, and they've given the general public 6 days to add to the 60% of the votes. So this goes on to affirm that nobody is going to be evicted tonight. But the eviction is going to be on Friday at 5 p.m. live on Kesben Television. So the ladies will join me on Music Plus on Friday, and that day, some of them will be evicted. So let's meet on Friday, 5 p.m. on Kesben Television to announce the ladies that will be evicted. Either 2 or 4 of the ladies will be evicted. Keep voting for your favorite contestants so that they can make it to the grand finale. So on this note, let me emphasize, or let me reiterate, that the voting continues till Friday, 5 p.m. Keep voting for your favorite so that she can make it to the grand finale. Just get to the App Store, get to the Play Store, search for Miss College Ghana Reality app, or dial star 920 star 902 hash on your phone. Follow the prompt and enter the code of your favorite contestant to keep her in the house. This has been great. Our judges, we are grateful. To our audience, we appreciate you for coming. To our viewers back home, we say thank you for making time with us. And it's been Miss College Ghana 2026, and this is the debate edition. My name is Nana Osei Kese. Just call me Mr. Bones, aka Mr. Incredible, SKA Nasai, and I love you with the love of God. Live long where you belong.